What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty. Join my Discord if you want to chat and share your thoughts, the link is in the description.
9 UI Chapter 276 Shut up, the second child of 10,000 years. Then I'm not too polite. After avoiding this move, Son Goku took a deep breath. Boom! Transformed directly into Ultra Blue, Super Blue restrained. Vegeta. This kid, do you still want to hide the energy of freedom? No, Su Bai commented from the side. Although after the battle, 80% of Son Goku's strength can be restored. But 80% is not 100% after all. With 20% of the consumption, it is not so easy for Son Goku to transform into ZZGE. It is estimated that he can transform for the last time. Even if we win this battle, Son Goku will not be able to transform into ZZGE in the next battle. Kakarot. Vegeta mused. It seems that this arena is still a bit difficult. Although it will recover, as the battle continues, the calendar will eventually return to zero. But this Frieza. Vegeta looked at Frieza seriously. His strength seems a bit exaggerated. It's normal. Su Bai was very calm. Don't forget, Frieza once only practiced for 4 months before reaching the golden transformation. Advertisement, I estimate that this Gods of Destruction Frieza has been cultivated for more than 4 months. Chi. Vegeta pouted. He felt that Kakarot might really lose. Then, next time, let me come. Vegeta is eager to try. But Jiren and others didn't say much. They are not a fighting nation, and they don't have such a strong desire to fight. If you want to do it, do it. Toppo curled his lips aside. Anyway, you are the second child of 10,000 years. The second one is up, no problem. Vegeta. You are in your universe, aren't you also the second child? You have the nerve to say me? An outburst of Vegeta's anger, the purple energy raged. Can you say that again? I'm afraid of you. You're the second child, Toppo glared, and the symbol of Gods of Destruction was burning all over his body. Oh, it seems that you have become a lot stronger. Vegeta was a little surprised. In the current Toppo, the destructive energy is significantly stronger. That's it. Toppo snorted. In the past, I sacrificed my beliefs and chose to destroy them. I violated my own heart, and my energy was limited. Advertisement, and now, destruction is my justice, my belief. After the body and mind are united, my strength will naturally become stronger. Having said so much, don't you just abandon justice? Vegeta pouted. It's not abandoning justice, but destroying it, which is justice, Toppo free clinic words. Vegeta glanced at his lips, but didn't say much. He felt that Toppo was too extreme at the beginning, but now it seems that he is even more extreme. Hopeless. It's all nonsense. As for Jiren, he didn't say anything, just watched the battle silently. Hitt became even more silent. After all, he was a killer. In the arena. Whoosh whoosh brother, Super Lanquan, Zhao Lahao, Son Goku's power, crazy attack, was dodged by Frieza a few times, all dodge. Oh, sir, it seems that there is still a little gap between us. Frieza covered her mouth and laughed a few times. Really? Son Goku just took a deep breath. Kaioken. Boom. Son Goku's body burns with Kaioken flames. Hitt's expression changed. This move was the one that Son Goku defeated back then. Come again. Chapter 277, 20 times Kaioken versus selfishness. After stacking 10 Kaioken, how strong is Son Goku now? Boom! Son Goku charged Frieza with mighty power and punched him. Frieza just reached out to block it. Next second, Son Goku hits Frieza in the head with a sidekick. Swish! Frieza was kicked out straight away. Ah! Son Goku is furious and rushes to Frieza again. Bang 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 bang. In an instant, continuous attacks completely suppressed Frieza. Damn it! Frieza could only barely hold off Son Goku's attack. Without the power of Gods of Destruction, my strength has indeed dropped a lot, and I am barely stronger than the alternate Gods of Destruction. Bang 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 bang, another attack, completely suppressing Frieza. Looks like, I'm going to transform into 493. With this in mind, Frieza decided to transform. Su Bai watching from the sidelines. Su Bai pondered. Hasn't he already transformed into gold? Can I continue to transform? Gods of Destruction Frieza, whose normal state is the golden Frieza. Could it be that the platinum Frieza we're playing with really exists? Advertisement. Su Bai felt that he wanted to vomit a lot, but he held back. I don't know what Frieza's final transformation will be like. DBEB. In the arena. Ah, the power of destruction surges through Frieza. Ah, boom, purple gas flame burst. Frieza's golden body is covered with purple. Meanwhile, Son Goku punches him, and Frieza, this time no dodge or dodge. He directly blocked the blow with his hands, then kick. Swish, kicked Son Goku straight out. Then aim at Son Goku, whoosh whoosh whoosh. Several death rays burst out directly. Boom, Son Goku only rushed to put the two sides in front of him, and he couldn't even dodge it. Boom boom boom. Smoke everywhere. This guy, Vegeta clenched his fists. This transformation of Frieza surprised him, even stronger than that golden transformation. More than a golden Frieza. Advertisement, this is the golden Frieza that fully stimulates the self-intention, Su Bai commented. It's the Gods of Destruction after all, and his ego is very skilled. Yeah, Vegeta nodded too. He will also be self-conscious, so you can see it. The current Frieza is just the golden transformation plus the purple of self-imagination. I call him Zijin Frieza. Frieza looked at the smoke in front of him and said proudly. Su Bai. Well, the name is quite easy to understand. Bang 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 bang. The other party used the skill of God, so he can't be careless. Obviously, although Frieza's attack was blocked, but… Whoosh, are you selfish? Son Goku took a deep breath. Bring it on, 10 times Kaioken turned into 20 times. Son Goku disappeared in place, Frieza also disappeared in place. The egotistical Frieza and the Ultra Blue Son Goku of 20 times Kaioken fought together. Zijin Frieza, Son Goku scratched his head, huh. He was also hurt. Son Goku broke out again and raised his power madness. However, there are still some scars on the arms. At this time, the smoke cleared and Son Goku's body was revealed. He hesitated to speak. Chapter 278 Frieza. I have been practicing for 100 years. Bang 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 bang. After a fierce fight, Frieza and Son Goku distanced themselves. Ha, ha. Son Goku gasped a few times. You're very strong, much stronger than Frieza from our universe. Huh? Gods of destruction. Frieza looked surprised. Your universe is Frieza? Your universe is Frieza? Yes, but it's not comparable to you. Son Goku was in a daze. When he first turned Super Blue, it was a bit challenging to face the Golden Frieza. But since he mastered the Ultra Instinct, even if he doesn't transform into Ultra Instinct, he just uses the Ultra Blue transformation. He can crush a Golden Frieza too. After all, compared with the ordinary Super Blue, Zizao G Super Blue is so much worse. I'm a Super Frieza. Hearing that the other party said that he was not as good as Universe Frieza, Frieza was also a little proud. However, since they are all Frieza, the Frieza of your universe has great potential, right? Yes. Son Goku scratched his head. His potential is very strong. He has only been practicing for 4 months, and it is comparable to my practice of thousands of years. If you give him time, maybe he can completely crush mine. By the way, how long have you been practicing? Son Goku looked at Gods of Destruction Frieza, a little curious. Me? I have practiced for hundreds of years, Frieza said calmly. Hiss, Son Goku gasped. 4 months of practice are gold, then you. Advertisement. Having said that, Son Goku stretched out his fingers and started counting one by one. There are 4 months in a year, 100 years is. Son Goku did the math on the spot. Gods of Destruction Frieza. Godmother. All the angels, the gods of destruction. Su Bai. Vegeta, Jiren, Hitter et al. No, this is about a great battle in the universe. You're here to do the math. Is this person out of his mind? The goddess murmured. Maybe. Angel next to him agreed. Even Frieza, the corner of her mouth twitched slightly. He felt that the guy in front of him was playing tricks on him. It's so disgusting. B****************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************่It's so disgusting. B********. Frieza was furious. A storm rushed directly towards Bai. Son Goku is still counting fingers. Frieza has rushed in front of him. Advertisement. Asking for flowers. Caught off guard, he could only yell twice and then barely dodge. Whoosh, Frieza passed him by. Wait a minute, I haven't counted that yet. Son Goku held out a finger, signaling Frieza not to rush to attack. Hearing this, Frieza became even more angry. I'd attack with all my might, and where are you counting the numbers and ignoring me? Look down on people, there must be a limit. Good, Frieza clenched her fists angrily. You're going to count while fighting me, right? I'll let you count enough. Boom. The purple arrogance on Frieza exploded. The huge power made Vegeta and the others who were watching the battle couldn't help but look sideways. What is he angry about? Toppo scratched his head. He doesn't know, Incarate has this kind of personality. Vegeta pouted. He thought that when Kakarot was fighting, he was looking down on Kakarot by distracting himself from counting numbers. So he exploded. His explosive power is so strong, Toppo pondered. Yeah. Vegito also nodded. Zijin Frieza, who broke out at full strength, even made him feel horrible. Chapter 279 Godmother. Go all out. Boom, huge energy. Rushing Son Goku took a few steps back. Whoosh, Zijin Frieza braved huge arrogance and rushed directly to Son Goku. Swish, one punch turned into claws, grabbed Son Goku directly. Swish, Son Goku sideways, narrowly avoiding the blow. Then, Frieza's attack, just follow it, whoosh. The crazy attack made Son Goku, 847, of Challenge full power plus Kaioken a little powerless. Just dodging, you can't beat me, swish, Frieza roared and punched Son Goku directly. Son Goku protects his head with both hands, trying to block. But, swish, Frieza's punch, transformed into a phantom, went right through Son Goku. Son Goku shielded his head but didn't react yet. Whoosh, Frieza's figure appeared behind Su Bai, boom. With one kick, Son Goku was sent flying. Advertisement. It is so powerful that even Kaioken's arrogance was kicked away. Kakarot is an idiot. Vegeta pouted. Can't even react at this speed? It seems that it is very difficult to win without Ultra Instinct. Su Bai nodded. He can't just come down quickly and let me do it. Vegeta was gearing up. Jiren and others are also eager to try, in the arena. Bang bang bang. Son Goku rolled several times in a row before he managed to stabilize his figure. Hey, you can't use the Ultra Instinct. Son Goku took a deep breath. According to his estimation, 80% of his physical strength can be recovered at one time. This time, it will be the last time for him to use Ultra Instinct. Next time, even if he wins, it will not be enough to restore 80% of his strength. There's no way to save. Speaking of this, Son Goku slowly closed his eyes. Oh, are you coming? Frieza looked at Son Goku thoughtfully. He had watched the battle before and knew that Son Goku could transform into Ultra Instinct. HMPH, that's right. Where Frieza stands, waiting for Son Goku to transform into. He felt that Son Goku had used all his strength and finally did not despise him. Now he is in a pretty good mood. At this moment, Son Goku opened his eyes. Bai's arrogance soars Ultra Instinct, here he come. Advertisement swish, Son Goku disappeared directly in place. Not bad. Zijin Frieza put her hands behind her back. Boom. The figure of Son Goku appeared again, just kicked, and was blocked by Frieza. Oh, Frieza's move was easily blocked. Son Goku saw it, but there was no fluctuation. His mind is like still water. Swish, the next moment, he healed again. Dash to Frieza even faster, bang 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 bang. The two quickly fought together. For a while, there was little difference. You come and go, fighting for about a minute. The godmother under the stands frowned slightly. Gods of destruction Frieza, do your best, don't hide. There is no need to waste time on this stupid boy. 0.1. What the goddess said made Vegeta and the others change their expressions drastically. This Zijin Frieza is not full neck. Oh, Son Goku also gave a soft moan. But he wasn't too surprised, because in the state of Ultra Instinct, his mentality was still very stable. There are basically no waves. Well, the goddess has said so. Frieza bowed slightly, looking very polite. I don't hide it anymore. Chapter 280 Su Bai. I don't know. Son Goku, you are the first other than God to push me to this point. Frieza took a deep breath, and then spread his hands, a mass of breath continuously rising in his body. This breath is far stronger than the golden transformation. A new transformation? Son Goku's expression was calm, and there was still no big fluctuation. In the arena, Vegeta's expression was not very good looking. Advertisement? Why? Can this Frieza still transform? He clenched his fists angrily. A mere 31 Frieza has such outstanding potential? Doesn't it mean that we Saiyan are not as good as the frozen demons? But if you think about it carefully, there is no such thing as a monster like Su Bai. From this point of view, Saiyan's blood is still stronger than the frozen demons. Thinking of this, Vegeta felt much better. 2.2. He looked at the welfare that was getting stronger and stronger, and he was still a little embarrassed after all. Although not a universe Frieza, this Frieza can crush ordinary Saiyans. Vegeta felt very upset. Are the frozen demons so powerful? Hitt couldn't help but ask. Advertisement seeing that the frozen demons of other universes are so powerful, it not only made Hitt think of their universe as Frost. The same as the frozen demon family, and Frost also relied on the position of the Guardian to master the golden transformation. After losing the position of Guardian, he couldn't even do the golden transformation. Even if they are of the same race, people cannot be generalized, Su Bai said from the side. For example, there is no comparison between me and an ordinary Saiyan. So, Frieza's potential is good, but it's just a special case. Not all frozen demons are powerful. Hitt, isn't this nonsense for you? Who can compare with your potential? Thinking back to the beginning, he could still fight Su Bai twice. Later, if you fight with Su Bai again, you will only be rubbed by Su Bai. He felt that he had lived on dogs for thousands of years. It's not as good as Su Bai's years of cultivation. The talent gap is too big, however. Toppo came over at this time. This guy, Son Goku, might be about to lose. Although Frieza hasn't fully transformed yet, we all feel the terrifying power of Frieza now. Master Su Bai, do we really have a chance of winning this match? Advertisement, I see. Jiren nodded aside. I will do my best to present a wonderful battle for Master Su Bai. Hitt, you don't know about feelings? 640 in the face of these gods of destruction and angel, even if their god power is sealed. It seems that they are not the opponents of these people. The gap is too big. I just want to watch your wonderful game, Su Bai said frankly. It was at this time, on the other side of the ring. Vegeta. The expressions of several people are different, but they are undoubtedly exciting. Boom. When Jiren spoke, Hitt and the others nodded again and again, expressing that they would fight hard. Toppo. Vegeta didn't say anything, after all, only he and Son Goku are here, not Su Bai's subordinates. So, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, you just do your best and fight hard. Jiren. I don't know, Su Bai shook his head. Toppo couldn't help being a little puzzled. Chapter 281 There is actually another world? Boom. Bang. The one who has completed a new transformation, that is, Diamond Frieza, is still burning with purple flames. But that's it, still got knocked back by Son Goku. What? At this moment, the audience looked at Son Goku in shock. Because, the single body power of Diamond Frieza has surpassed ordinary gods of destruction. Coupled with self-importance, Frieza at this time is definitely below Angel, with the ceiling of combat power. But even so, still lost to Son Goku. This is completely impossible. Diamond Frieza, how could you lose? Oh, is that so? Su Bai looked at Son Goku with interest. Because, he saw, exactly what was going on. At this moment, Son Goku, Ultra Instinct, is mixed with purple arrogance. This is. The corners of Vegeta's eyes twitched violently a few times. He couldn't be more familiar with this thing, selfishness. That's right, Son Goku at this time, Ultra Instinct plus Self-Consciousness. Transformation with double god skills, superposition success. Kakarot that be asterisk 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 D, when Vegeta clenched his fist in disbelief. Why is Kakarot again, successfully ahead of him? Is there any reason? 903 Aw, it's so unfair? Talent. Su Bai didn't say much, at this moment, on the rain. Son Goku breathed a sigh of relief after completing 2 transformations. Although it was difficult, it seems that I succeeded. Then, he looked at Frieza, who was punched by himself. Diamond transformation, coupled with purple self-exaltation, so-called purple diamond Frieza. How did you do it? Purple diamond Frieza trembled coldly. Unexpectedly, my opponent had mastered 2 kinds of divine skills at the same time. This is simply unbelievable. As early as in the Tournament of Power, I had the experience of combining for the first time. Son Goku scratched his head. Frieza. Tournament of Power? What the hell? He doesn't understand, but Vegeta and Su Bai nodded. At this moment, they understood that it should be the time when Vegito came out of the fit. Son Goku got a certain amount of experience when he got together for the first time. After all, Vegito can superimpose transformations. Advertisement, after the first fit, I had the idea of joining, Son Goku explained proactively. Borrowing from Vegito's experience, I have a little understanding of self-consciousness. After that, I began to try slowly, trying to master my ultimate intention. It's a pity, after all, it's a little bit worse. I just merged with Vegeta again, and my understanding of the ultimate self is even deeper. Speaking of this, Son Goku also looked at Vegeta gratefully. Vegeta. B asterisk 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 D Kakarot. Why is the same Saiyan, the same fit? You can master my ego, and I, but can't master your Ultra Instinct. Is the gap between us really that big? Vegeta is shaking and cold. It was at that time that I first mastered my ultimate intention. Son Goku nodded, and then looked at Purple Diamond Frieza. Although I have mastered both transformations at the same time, but can the 2 be combined into one? This is my first attempt, after all. I have no chance to experiment with that. Looks like I did it. Speaking of which, Son Goku is furious again. The white and purple flames merged into one. This guy. Vegeta couldn't help taking a few steps back. He really can't understand, is there such a big gap between himself and Son Goku? Su Bai couldn't help feeling a little bit. Son Goku's talent is indeed not bad. Although far inferior to him, but among other Saiyans, he is considered outstanding. Because, after Son Goku mastered the 2 transformations, he succeeded in his first attempt. This kind of talent is really not to be underestimated. Is the gap between us really that big? Vegeta couldn't help clenching his fists. Every time, Kakarot is just 1 step ahead of him. Don't panic, just get used to it. At this time, Toppo came over and patted Vegeta on the shoulder. Vegeta. Do you think I'm the same as you? Being the second child, I'm used to it. I'll surpass Kakarot. Vegeta clenched his fist, DBBI. He decided to practice hard after returning home. Never let yourself get thrown off, Hitt. As far as your talent is concerned, forget it. On the stage at the moment, bang 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 bang. Double-stacked Son Goku and Purple Diamond Frieza fight to the bone. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect that there are so many masters in the universe. Son Goku laughed while fighting. HMPH, your universe is not bad either, Frieza snorted coldly. No gods of destruction were dispatched, just a few ordinary humans. To be able to fight on par with gods of destruction, who is responsible for the universe, really? Boom. Advertisement. Another collision. At this time, Su Bai, who had been watching the show, was taken aback for a moment. Because, at the moment of this collision, he suddenly sensed something. Already, come? Su Bai was a little emotional. So fast, even if he deliberately changed the flow of time. But he didn't expect that it's only been a few days? Converted to that world, it is estimated that it has not been more than 100 years since the Dragon Ball story unfolded, right? That kid, in less than 100 years, has achieved the ultimate task of the system. Su Bai nodded. Good, pretty good, it's a good seed. Su Bai was very satisfied, and then waved his hand. Stop it all. Everyone was taken aback when they heard Su Bai's order. Even Son Goku and Frieza, who were fighting, stopped their cars one after another. Although they are on the rise, but they dared not ignore Su Bai's order at all. What happened, Su Bai? Son Goku looked at Su Bai, then scratched his head. I was just getting started, why did you suddenly stop us? Son Goku's question also expressed the aspirations of everyone present. They all looked at Su Bai. I don't understand what Su Bai is going to do. I have a big matter to deal with here. Su Bai smiled at everyone. Those who like to fight. Speaking of this, Su Bai took a serious look at Son Wuzui. Son Goku scratched his head and laughed twice. Blessed are you, because next, Su Bai snorted. I will hold a full-time full-universe martial arts tournament. Then, we'll see you later, swish, Su Bai waved. Before everyone could react, they all disappeared. Then, it's time to meet him. At this point, Su Bai disappeared from the spot. Whoosh, at the temple of Zeno, Grand Priest looked at the man in front of him and scratched his head. This guy, came out of the universe seed? Can the seed of the universe still give birth to humans? At this moment, this man is another world, or in other words. The protagonist in the book, choose Super 4 at the start, stop Frieza from exploding. There is actually another world. As soon as the man came out, he was shocked and dumbfounded by the people and scenery in front of him. Besides the Dragon Ball world they live in, there is actually a Dragon Ball world? And look at this Grand Priest, it's exactly the same as their universe. Hello. At this time, Su Bai walked over with an instant transmission. Chapter 282 Full Dimension, Hyperspace, Big Melee. Hello. The man looked at Su Bai with a serious expression. Because he can feel that this guy in front of him is unfathomable. Grand Priest? It's nothing, he can be crushed to death. But, the man who suddenly appeared in front of me is really scary. I'm afraid, when they fight, their outcome is uncertain. Let me introduce myself first, I'm Su Bai. Su Bai smiled at the man in front of him. 3. What, your name is also Su Bai? The man was taken aback and said. My name is also Su Bai, Grand Priest. Is this a little too coincidental? Forget it, let's call you Su Bai number 2 for now, Su Bai yawned. The name is just a code name, he doesn't care much about it. Su Bai number 2. Why am I number 2? Forget it, whatever. It's the same. In this way, Su Bai number 1 and Su Bai number 2 chatted. Probably, Su Bai number 1 created the world of the Seed of Universe. Then speed up the time, so that Su Bai 2 will grow up within 100 years. Su Bai number 2, who has grown up completely, broke through the boundary of the universe and came to this universe. It seems that my system deliberately found someone with the same name as me. The corners of Su Bai's mouth twitched slightly. This system is a system he made with the Seed of Universe. It is not the same thing as his conqueror system. It turns out that you are the one playing tricks, Su Bai number 2 pouted. How can you say that about me? We are all time travelers, so we should be brothers, right? Su Bai smiled. Okay. Su Bai number 2 didn't say much, just shrugged. Tell me, what is the purpose of helping me become the master of the universe? Su Bai number 2 feels that since the other party has helped him so much, there must be a purpose for him to rise from the humble beginnings. Otherwise, it would be impossible to help him so much. Hey, I want to ask you something, Su Bai laughed. Su Bai told Su Bai number 2 about his purpose. It turns out that Su Bai wants to join forces with Su Bai number 2, and the two of them use the power of Shenron together to wish to gather together in all time and space. You actually know that I have the power of Shenron? Su Bai number 2 was stunned. Nonsense. Su Bai glanced at Su Bai number 2. I made your system for you, how can I not know? The power of the Dragon God, as your strongest transformation, is still your whole card. Su Bai number 2. Advertisement. Well, you were right. Why gather all time and space together? Su Bai number 2 frowned, expressing that he didn't quite understand. That's right. Su Bai told Su Bai number 2 about his universe. Although my Shenron is invincible, the power of my Shenron is also invincible. But, after all, it's the ability to span the entire universe, and I can't do it alone. So, I need you to help me. Gather all the people from all time and space together, and I will defeat them all alone. This way, no one will continue to invade our universe. Su Bai number 2. How dare you say so, not humble at all. Opening your mouth and shutting your mouth means that you are invincible. On the other hand, Grand Priest, who had been listening all the time, was almost moved to tears. Woohoo, it turns out that you, the master of the universe, are not the shopkeeper. I always thought, you leave the matter of the universe invasion to me, because you want to exhaust me to death. Unexpectedly, you are also using your own methods to save this universe. Haha, do you think I don't want to protect my universe? Su Bai patted Grand Priest on the shoulder. Don't worry, as long as this matter is successful, our universe will not be invaded. Okay, I see. Grand Priest nodded repeatedly. At this time, he felt that it was not unacceptable for Su Bai to cheat and take away his daughters. At the very least, Su Bai solved the crisis of the entire universe. Okay, I'll help you. Su Bai number 2 didn't hesitate too much. However, we, universe, are not involved, and I still have things to do. Huh? What are you going to do? Su Bai looked at Su Bai number 2. Go back and let Makarita and Kessie be my angels, Su Bai number 2 pondered. There are also things like the Time Realm King. Number 8. Grand Priest. Hello you brat. It's a bit too much, you want to F*K my daughter? Okay, let's start quickly. Su Bai number 2 didn't say much, and directly used the power of the Dragon God. Okay, Su Bai also used his Supreme Shenron. In this way, the powers of the two Dragon Gods are combined, and the super powerful power of the Dragon God spreads throughout the time and space of the multiverse universe. Make a wish, Su Bai whispered. My wish is to bring together the powerhouses of all the multiverses. Don't take us universe, Su Bai number 2 hastily interjected. White. Well, without you universe, so, wishes come true. In an instant, the entire multiverse and time and space are completely fused. Okay, I'm leaving. Su Bai number 2 waved his hand. Let's meet again when we have a chance, I'm still busy going back to find Makarita and the others. After saying this, Su Bai number 2 issued an instant transmission and disappeared in place. He went back. Su Bai. Advertisement. This guy is pretty cool. Stick to my own universe Grand Priest, I feel a little emotional. Asking for flowers. 0, it's actually not that bad to comfortably be the king in your own universe. Well, that kind of life is indeed very old, Su Bai just smiled. If it weren't for the invasion of other universes, he would also like to retire in Shirata with Vados and the others. However, there is no calendar. Okay, I'm going to deal with those universes. Su Bai made an instant transmission and left. Grand Priest breathed a sigh of relief. Well, after this wish came true, he could finally rest for a few days. You don't need to worry about invading the universe every day, figure it out. Take a break. Grand Priest rubbed his dark circles. Meanwhile, another place. A very huge, seemingly endless, different dimensional space. In this space, a group of Su Bai's familiar people suddenly gathered. For example, Cell, Boo, Vegeta, and even Bulma. Even though they look the same, their outfits are different. Even the strength of chi is different. This shows that these people are from different time and space. Very good, that's what I want. Su Bai smiled slightly, and waved his hand in the chaotic crowd. Boom! In an instant, a powerful coercion descended. Suppress all human beings in the multiverse with one's own power. Everyone, I have something to say, Su Bai coughed lightly. All. What are you doing? You speak when you speak, why suppress us? At this moment, these people were shocked. Who is this? You can suppress us at will, monster. This is what is on everyone's mind. Some of you people know my universe, and some don't, Su Bai said. But these don't matter, in order to prevent being invaded by you, so. Once and for all, I decided to defeat you all here. All. This guy is scary, however, in order to let us have more fun, I decided to hold a super-dimensional martial arts tournament. The corner of Su Bai raised his mouth, his goal is this. Why should we listen to you? At this moment, Nappa in a universe spoke. As the king of the Saiyan clan, I never bow down to anyone. Speaking of which, Nappa exploded directly, a lifetime of blue arrogance surrounds him. Although he has no hair, he undoubtedly transformed into Chalan, only. Chapter 283 Another Bulma, amazing. Su Bai looked at Nappa in surprise. Unexpectedly, in other dimensions, there is Nappa who is the strongest. Moreover, it can also transform into Super Blue. HMPH, do you know you're afraid? Nappa snorted coldly. This is power beyond gods. Even Supreme Kai was slaughtered by me. Oh, Su Bai nodded. It appears that, in that universe, Nappa killed Supreme Kai, causing the gods of destruction to disappear as well. Only in this way can you represent that universe. Die? Chalan Nappa burst out, broke free from Su Bai's coercion, and rushed towards Su Bai. Of course, the reason why Nappa can break free from this coercion is because it is a coercion on a large scale. It is estimated that there are tens of thousands of people in the audience, and each of them has the power to guarantee a minimum of 3 levels, 170. Caps, even Grand Priest class. In this way, even if it is Su Bai, it is still a bit difficult to suppress so many monsters, if it is only normal. Therefore, the coercion he uses is a range of coercion. If the strength reaches the level of Super Saiyan, you can break free. And Ultra Blue Nappa, it can undoubtedly do this. But, a mere Super Blue, it can be destroyed easily. With a wave of Su Bai's hand, the Super Blue Nappa was instantly reduced to ashes. At the same time, he looked at everyone else. Next, I know there are still people who are not convinced. Su Bai gathered his breath slowly. Let me show you my calendar. Boom, in an instant, all the breath exploded. Su Bai directly transforms into Super 5. The powerful energy shocks the entire dimensional space. Now Su Bai, after transforming into Super 5, plays Super Grand Priest. Even without the authority to borrow the power of the universe, with Super 5 strength, he can crush the Grand Priest with one finger. When he coerced Godmother before, he borrowed the power of universe. Without the power of universe, he couldn't coerce so many angels normally. At the same time, this different space is not in their universe, so they cannot use the power of the universe. You can only use your own strength to decide the winner. Advertisement Su Bai's terrifying power erupted, and everyone felt the tremor deep in their souls. In particular, there are several Grand Priest level battle forces. Then, anyone who wants to provoke me, stand up now. Su Bai glanced around. As a result, it is natural to imagine that no one dared to provoke him. In comparison, Su Bai's current strength has surpassed everyone's imagination. Very good. Su Bai scanned the crowd again. Since you didn't refute me, then. According to my rules, the all-dimensional chaos, start. While saying these words, Su Bai has already released Godmother and Son Goku from their universe and others. Hearing what Su Bai meant, Son Goku was very excited. Full-dimensional melee. Great, Son Goku almost jumped up. This time, you don't have to worry about your opponent. The goddess whispered. Full-dimensional melee. It seems that if you want to survive, you must win the championship. These guys. Speaking of this, Grandma glanced around. Chi, there are no strong men, I am enough alone. At the same time, in another corner, there is also a bald Saiyan wearing the costume of gods of destruction. That universe me, how stupid, brainless guy, Chi. According to my observation, there seem to be 5 or 6 more of me in the audience. However, there are more Vegeta, there seem to be dozens of them. It seems that my blood is Vegeta noble, because I'm rare, ha ha ha. Soon, Su Bai formed countless arenas. Due to the large number of people on the field, a selection competition is required. Only by selecting the strongest 16 people can a real contest be held. Then, the selection competition begins. Su Bai greeted from the high platform. Either kill the opponent or shoot down the opponent completely. As long as you are still standing in the ring, this is unlimited fighting. Everyone, in order to survive, fight hard for me. Following Su Bai's order, the arenas all over the world were in full swing. Advertisement. Of course, there are also some who don't abide by the rules, and after the opponent surrenders, they still want to shoot. This kind of unruly, Su Bai didn't make a move at all. The power of the rules he established directly wiped out the opponent. Moreover, the power of this rule was established when he surpassed 5. Therefore, everyone present, even the powerhouses at the Grand Priest level, cannot violate it. Su Bai looked around and found that the players from all dimensions were fighting desperately. Very good, when the battle reaches the end, I will defeat the strongest, and no one will dare to provoke our universe. In fact, after Su Bai showed his super strength, no one dared to provoke their universe anymore. However, Su Bai still wanted to watch the group arena, so he left everyone behind to perform for him. It seems like I'm participating in ring 15,647. Su Bai muttered. That's right, he also prepared a ring for himself. He also has to start from the trials, and slowly fight his way up. He thinks this is only fair, actually, just purely for fun. Soon, Su Bai came to the 15,647 ring. And the players he faced were beyond his imagination. Because, he is very familiar with this player. To be precise, everyone is familiar with it. She is Bulma. Just this Bulma, armed with high-tech armor, looks extraordinary. Bulma? Su Bai tentatively asked. 4.3. I am. Bulma's indifferent voice came through the helmet. Yes, Bulma armed himself like an Iron Man. Why are you like this? Su Bai scratched his head, a little confused. Because in our universe, I was the one who wiped out the entire Saiyan, including maintaining the peace of the universe, Bulma said coldly. Having said that, Irma patted her helmet case. Above, there is another mark. Su Bai recognized it. It was the mark of the Galactic Patrolman. You actually joined the Galaxy Patrol? Su Bai was a little surprised. That's right, when I was 4, I went with Jake, Bulma nodded. Su Bai suddenly realized that the difference in time point was born at that time. In the original book, 4-year-old Bulma is not with Jacques. Chapter 284 Nano Armor. Bulma's technology, good guy. You even destroyed planet Vegeta? Su Bai asked. Of course, any questions? Bulma looked at Su Bai. Su Bai. The big problem isn't that where your husband is? Immediately, Su Bai also suddenly realized. In other words, Bulma of this universe has never seen Vegeta at all. And it directly destroyed planet Vegeta. Forget it, let's not talk. Bulma shook his head suddenly. Get ready to fight, you are unlucky to meet me. Su Bai. Do you know who I am? Su Bai looked at Bulma in disbelief. I know, the organizer of the conference, Bulma said calmly. Then you still say that you met me because I was unlucky? Shouldn't it be you? Su Bai pondered. I think you won't last a second in my hands. HMPH. Bulma laughed suddenly. In terms of strength, I am indeed not as good as you, but... Sorry, under my leadership, our universe has developed super technology. My technology is completely incomprehensible to you. Swish. After saying these 31 words, Bulma flicked his helmet. The helmet snaps off, making Bulma a complete Iron Man presence. Interesting, let me see then. Your universe, under the leadership of your genius, what kind of high technology can you develop? Su Bai also had a trace of curiosity on his expression. You'll see. After Bulma said this, he pointed in front of himself again. There, just like Iron Man, there is a sort of reactor. In an instant, following her point, a bunch of nano-robots appeared in the reactor in front of her. Nanotechnology. Su Bai raised an eyebrow. It appears that under Bulma's leadership, their universe has indeed grown in the long run. At least, in their universe, including the universe or universe beyond DragonBall. Nanotechnology is rarely seen. You actually know that this is nanotechnology? It seems that you have something. Bulma snorted coldly. Advertisement. This is a compliment to Su Bai. After all, even in their universe, when she first invented nanotechnology, everyone, including the Galaxy King and Jacques, were all confused and didn't know what it was. I understand a little bit. Su Bai smiled. Not to mention nanotechnology, even nano armor, he has seen it in movies. RB. How can people in the Dragon Ball world understand that? Therefore, Su Bai just smiled and didn't say much. HMPH, have you understood a little bit? Bulma's chuckle came from inside the armor. I want to tell you, my nanotechnology is different from ordinary people. As soon as the words fell, these nano-robots kept gathering behind her armor. Buzz. In an instant, a pair of mechanical wings formed. This. Su Bai was slightly surprised. Could it be that you can burst out energy beams from the mechanical wings? I didn't expect you to be so knowledgeable. That's right, Bulma confirmed Su Bai's guess. Su Bai. Isn't this the nano armor of Iron Man? Even the explosion is the same. Su Bai had an urge to complain. Look at the trick. The host of the conference, Bulma's voice came. Turbo. The wings on her back began to gather energy continuously. Energy, burst. Boom, fiery energy erupts from its wings. Facing Su Bai, I rushed over. In an instant, the entire arena was illuminated by this energy beam. HMPH. Su Bai just snorted coldly, and then stretched out his hand. Snapped. With a direct slap, the beam of light that exploded from Bulma was scattered. What you said, defeating me, can't it be this kind of trick? Advertisement. Su Bai looked at Bulma calmly. In response, Bulma just took 2 steps back. With your ingenuity, you should also know that this kind of trick is useless to me, right? Su Bai looked at Bulma playfully. You should have seen the strength I showed before. So, show your true skills. Let me see, where did you defeat my self-confidence and fall to the ground? Speaking of which, Su Bai is furious. The mighty power is shown in front of Bulma. It seems to be saying, this is my power, you should take it out quickly, a power that rivals it. Ha, it seems that I really underestimated you, Bulma whispered. This move has solved countless enemies for me. Even the evil planet Vegeta, including the Frieza Legion, was killed by this trick. Super powerful strike in a wide range, coupled with a powerful energy burst. The most important thing is that the launch cost is low. Low consumption, high intensity strike. I also call it a miscellaneous fish gun. Miscellaneous fish cannon? Su Bai was taken aback. That's right, ordinary miscellaneous fish, such as Frieza level, will be destroyed directly, Bulma said 370 times. Being able to easily resist this blow means that you are far superior to ordinary fish. Frieza in your universe is just a piece of trash. Su Bai looked sideways slightly. He always felt that even if Bulma developed technology, it would not be too strong. But now it seems that it is much stronger than he imagined. Thinking of this, Su Bai looked at his palm. It was this hand just now, and he slapped away Bulma's energy crit. Indeed, if you sense it carefully, the power of this blow is actually quite strong. It even made my palms feel a little itchy. It feels like being bitten by a mosquito. Su Bai whispered, roughly judging that the eruption of this blow probably had the power of Super 2, or surpassed Super 2. And a human being, relying on the level of science and technology, can unexpectedly explode this kind of power. Indeed, it is not easy. Very well, Bulma, let me have a look. Su Bai looked at Bulma again, this time with a slightly more serious expression. You're way better than the trash cannon. I won't show mercy, Bulma muttered. Immediately, flames spewed out from under his feet and flew into the air. Are you coming? Su Bai followed to look at Bulma in the air. Swish, in an instant, Bulma in the air disappeared. Chapter 285 named after Angel. It seems that it disappeared directly into the air. Scaling technology. Su Bai whispered. With Su Bai's current strength, Bulma's means naturally cannot hide from his perception. To others, Bulma simply disappeared, but Su Bai could see clearly, but he used the shrinking technology to shrink himself to the point where he is invisible to the naked eye. Brush. Without waiting for Su Bai's reaction, Bulma rushed towards Su Bai at an extremely fast speed. Are you trying to attack me with a size invisible to the naked eye? That counts. Su Bai shook his head, quite disappointed. Boom. At this time, in Su Bai's perception, Bulma gathers powerful energy. Oh, compared with the previous miscellaneous fish cannon, it has improved a lot of power? It feels like it's over level 3. Su Bai nodded. Unexpectedly, after shrinking the armor, its power became even stronger. It's so delicate. When Su Bai sighed, Kaioken. In an instant, a red light appeared on Bulma's mecha. This armor can use Kaioken. This time, Yinbai was really surprised. Bulma, the mech, is actually combined with Kaioken. The perfect combination of technology and gas. Interesting gadget. Su Bai nodded, and then slapped him. Snapped. Before Bulma had time to erupt, he was slapped down by Su Bai. Bang 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 bang. Bulma's mecha collided with the ring and bumped several times in a row. Ah, I was actually seen. Bulma's voice came from all directions. Su Bai was silent, didn't say much, just put his hands behind his back. Come out, you can also see that this kind of person who shrinks himself and then attacks me is useless. Chi, you are such a monster. Bulma's voice came. Immediately afterwards, Bulma's armor suddenly became larger. Advertisement moment. Bulma's body shape appeared in the ring again, but this time, she was lying on the ring, quite embarrassed. I've turned into a nanoscale size, you can even see it. Bulma's dissatisfied voice came. It's a foul. You universe, did no one tell you about the perception of Chi? Su Bai was taken aback. Logically speaking, on Earth, Master Roshi should have informed them? Chi is a move of the Master Roshi genre. No, Bulma patted the non-existent ashes on his body, then stood up from the ground. In our universe, even Jake, who has the best eyesight, can't see me. It's disgusting. Oh, yes, Su Bai was stunned. Bulma left the Earth when she was 4 years old. Looking at it like this, she has never returned to the Earth. Has been at the headquarters of the Galactic Patrol, doing research, including defending the peace of the universe. Otherwise, as long as you return to Earth and do some research, you will know about such things as Chi. Actually, besides the perception of Chi, there are many other ways to perceive you. Having said this, Su Bai waved his hand. The power of God spread. This is the first time he has exposed his divine power in the Martial Arts Association. If you use the power of God to perceive, you can also perceive you. Seeing this, Bulma's expression changed again and again. So, you actually have the power of God? Oh, see what you mean, you know the power of God? Su Bai looked at Bulma with interest. Mr. Whis who presented me with the Universe Peace Prize, he has shown the power of God, Bulma whispered. Su Bai was silent for a moment, then asked, unexpectedly, you actually met Whis from your universe. That's weird, didn't Whis tell you? If you use perception, you can be easily detected. Your offensive method of shrinking your body has too many flaws. After listening to Su Bai's words, Bulma scratched his head and replied. Mr. Whis said it, but what he said is true, as long as you don't use the power of God to sense it, it's fine. When confronting the enemy later, I often shrink down and find that the opponent can't perceive me. I think it should be fine to deal with the existence of non-gods. I see. Su Bai nodded, then looked at Bulma. The Saiyan you're dealing with, including Frieza, don't understand this. Advertisement, okay. What moves do you have? Use them with all your strength. Otherwise, I will directly eliminate you. Hearing Su Bai's words, Bulma's expression under the armor changed again and again. Damn it. It seems that if you don't use all your strength, it won't work. This is the first round. Gritting his teeth, Bulma decided to use his trump card. The mech that beat Majin Buu. Okay. Bulma is in front of him, and the reactor lights up. In an instant, the armor on his body turned into countless nano-robots and shrank back directly. At the same time, this universe's Bulma is also showing his true colors for the first time. Youthful, beautiful, sunny. Unlike all the other Bulmas in the universe, she has a certain kind of self-confidence. It seems that she can easily solve all the difficulties she encounters. This made Su Bai startled and nodded immediately. For not relying on Son Goku, including others, therefore, it is normal to grow this kind of self-confidence by relying on your own Bulma all the time. After feeling a lot of emotion, Su Bai withdrew his thoughts and then looked at Bulma. Okay. Why, take off all the armor, you won't come to fight me with a mortal body. Of course not. Bulma stretched out her arm and saw a bracelet on her right hand. Then, come out. 1. Angel armor. As soon as the words fell, Bulma directly threw the bracelet to the ground. Boom. In an instant, the bracelet exploded like a universal capsule. Then, something like a suitcase appeared in front of Bulma. Open, Bulma ordered, and the suitcase automatically clocked in. A strange set of mechs just appeared in the suitcase. Oh, Su Bai narrowed his eyes slightly, because he can perceive that this thing contains very powerful energy? That's right, a lifeless armor contains terrifying power. Is Angel in armor? Chapter 286 Supreme Kai's Blessing. Angel armor, the name is also somewhat intriguing. Normally, the word angel wouldn't attract anything. But in the world of Dragon Ball, Angel represents the Grand Priests, the Angel clan. Bulma has seen Whis before, so she must know the Angel family. So, a suit of armor is actually named after Angel, I'm afraid. Very horrible. With the unfolding of the suitcase, a set of purple and black armor was also displayed on the ring. Meanwhile, Bulma stretches out his arm, just to the suitcase, so lightly. Moment. The purple and black mecha rushed towards Bulma as if it had life. In a blink, the mecha put itself on Bulma's body. Armed up, Bulma's cold voice resounds in the armor. Battle state, open, boom. See, Bulma controls the angel mecha, and stretches his arm towards the back. Whoosh, a long sword was pulled out from behind it. Oh, Su Bai narrowed his eyes slightly, he recognized this sword. It's the Supreme Kai sword. Unexpectedly, the sword of this angel mecha turned out to be the noble Supreme Kai sword. 183 Swish. Bulma's mecha, armed with the Supreme Kai sword, takes a fighting pose. No, there is a little difference. Su Bai sensed it carefully. It is found that there is no life wave in this Supreme Kai sword, that is to say. This Supreme Kai sword does not seal the old Supreme Kai. Or, the old Supreme Kai has broken the seal. Advertisement. This sword, is there someone inside? Su Bai asked directly. Well, the old Supreme Kai is sealed in this Excalibur, Bulma nodded. By her intelligence, she saw it too. Everyone's universe is similar, and the fate trajectory of each character is not bad. So it should come as no surprise that the other party knows the fate of the old Supreme Kai, and also the Supreme Kai sword. You must want to ask, what about the old Supreme Kai? Bulma smiled, and twisted the Supreme Kai sword in his hand. During the time of Majin Buu, after I released the old Supreme Kai, I took the broken Supreme Kai sword and went back to study. After my technical transformation, I successfully repaired DBBE, Sizu Excalibur broken sword, and it's even sharper. Suddenly, Su Bai realized that the Supreme Kai sword in Bulma's hand was the product of her restoration. Amazing. Su Bai couldn't help admiring, and then looked at Bulma in confusion. In your universe, was it you who defeated Majin Buu? Not exploiting the potential of using the old Supreme Kai? That old man. Bulma's mouth twitched slightly. After I released him, I saw him squinting, and I punched him directly. After that, I left with the Supreme Kai sword, Su Bai. Anticipate old Supreme Kai straight away, and punch him. Well, very reasonable. Then I'm even more curious, how did you defeat Majin Buu? Su Bai looked at Bulma seriously. Saiyan is completely wiped out, plus there is no potential development of the old Supreme Kai. Relying only on Supreme Kai and the Galactic Patrol, Su Bai doesn't think they can defeat Majin Buu. Of course, relying on this armor, Bulma posed braggingly. This mech is extraordinary, I know, Su Bai nodded. He has already sensed it, this mecha is really powerful. Can you tell me, what is your mech? Made of? Su Bai looked at Bulma seriously. This time, he was really interested, such a powerful mecha completely aroused his curiosity. He wanted to know what this mech was made of when it fell to the ground. It's okay to tell you. Bulma froze for a moment, then laughed. This mech is made of the strongest metal in the universe, Kasen steel. Speaking of this, Bulma paused. In your universe, the toughest metal is Kaku steel, right? Advertisement. Well, it's Kasen steel. Su Bai nodded for confirmation. But it's not just Kasen steel, is it? Su Bai can feel that the powerful power in the mecha is definitely not as simple as Cassin Steel. Yes. Bulma didn't hide either. Cassin Steel only constructed the exterior of the armor, and the energy core inside was blessed by Supreme Kai. Afterwards, Shenron of the Namek made a wish, bestowing the armor with the strongest kinetic energy. When all these materials are ready, I will find the metal men of the 66,950 galaxy and use their saliva to refine them. Although it sounds disgusting, the metal men of the 66,950 galaxy, their saliva is lava. 66,950 galaxy metal man? Su Bai was taken aback for a moment, and then thought of Wo Tai Maggot from the 6th universe. It's them. Su Bai pondered. The 7th universe also has this type of robot, which he knows. In the original Mara chapter, this kind of robot is missing. When everything is tempered and the assembly is born, Bulma waved his fist. I got the treasure of the Galaxy King again, which is used to enhance the strength of the mecha. Hearing this, Su Bai looked sideways slightly. So far, this mech has gained too much power. The exterior of Cassin Steel, the core of Supreme Kai's blessing, the blessing of Shenron of the Namek people. Plus, the treasure of the Galaxy King. No wonder, this mech is so powerful. A lifeless mecha made him feel the past, no wonder. Afterwards, in response to the terrifying Majin Buu, Bulma continued. Mecha takes on Supreme Kai's backup again. You mean, this mech is an alternate Supreme Kai? The corners of Su Bai's mouth twitched slightly. That's right, Bulma nodded. Su Bai, forget it, it doesn't seem to be a big deal. He remembered that the gods of destruction of a certain universe also came from robots. It was the universe that fell, he can't remember. Anyway, there is such a character, so, mecha can do gods of destruction, why can't it do Supreme Kai? What's more, Supreme Kai is still an alternate, at this point, it's not enough, Bulma continued. The mecha of this time is just the mecha of Majin Buu's period. Chapter 287. 5 powers gather. So, you used this mech to defeat Majin Buu? Su Bai pondered. Yes, and no, Bulma shook her head slightly, to be precise, during Majin Buu's period, I used this mecha to join Supreme Kai and defeated Dabura and Babidi. As for the so-called Majin Buu, I didn't see it at the time. Su Bai. Good guy, there are no those two profligate real Asians. Sure enough, according to Supreme Kai's plan, the Majin Buu crisis can be passed smoothly. That is to say, the official history of Dragon Ball when passing through the period of Majin Buu worked hard. That's why I said that this is a mecha from the Majin Buu period. Bulma smiled and continued. After taking care of Babidi with the help of Supreme Kai, I started working on Majin Buu's egg. Su Bai. This Bulma, what a research freak, research everything. Afterwards, my mecha successfully joined the magic power of Majin Buu. Bulma smiled mysteriously. It was at this time that I discovered the divine power contained in Majin Buu. It's Lord Supreme Kai, the god's west that he left behind. Su Bai nodded. This was said by Galactic Patrolman Miles in the original Mola chapter. At that time, he also specially found Majin Buu, wanting to extract the power of the big Supreme Kai. By receiving the remnants of the Supreme Kai's divine power, coupled with the magic of Majin Buu, Bulma continued. At this time, I feel that the strength of my mecha has increased to a whole new level. It was at this time that I targeted the prisoners in the Galaxy Prison. Among them, of course the most troublesome prisoner, Moluo. Before, I couldn't deal with Moluo, but now, it's different. Using the newly upgraded mecha, I completely defeated Moluo. Hearing this, Bai raised his eyebrows. Then, you added Moluo's ability to the mecha? That's right, Bulma affirmed. Su Bai. Su Bai was silent for a while, quite emotional. Although the imprisoned Mara was not in its heyday. Not to mention absorbing any planetary life, the combat effectiveness is very weak. However, Bulma can rely on himself to get rid of that Mara, which makes Su Bai look a little high. What a capable Bulma. Su Bai couldn't help but sigh with emotion. The Bulma of this universe has really strong hands-on ability. Advertisement? After that? Did you meet Angel by the way? Yes. Bulma continued. Because I have solved Mara, plus I have the power of the Supreme Kai. My mecha directly attracted the attention of Mr. Whis. Afterwards, in food. Ah, no, influenced by my righteous heart, Mr. Whis thinks I'm good. So, he personally put the angel blessing on my mecha. From that moment on, my mecha is completely out of the backzone. That's when I named the mecha Angel Armor. Afterwards, the tournament with the 6th universe, Tournament of Power. Wait for the experience, let my mecha continue to evolve. That is, what you see now. My trump card, the ever-evolving Angel Receiver. Speaking of which, Bulma swings his sword, boom. Huge energy breaks through the sky, makes the whole arena tremble again and again. Such a power declares the power of the Bulma mecha. With ordinary people's technology, they can do this. Su Bai waved his hand. Very good, come over here, let me see, Earthlings, what can Bulma do? After saying these words, Su Bai looked at Bulma seriously. He didn't underestimate Bulma, it's not that he is not as powerful as her. Only, as an Earthling, Bulma can go to this point, Su Bai respects her. Therefore, regarding the upcoming battle, he did not treat it as a child's play. Here it comes. Bulma swung the Supreme Kai sword. Directly, rushing towards Su Bai at the speed of light. The moment Su Bai was about to be slashed, a white aura emerged from Supreme Kai's sword. Aura of God. Power of Supreme Kai. Buzz, followed by another cloud of black breath. Asking for flowers. The power of Mara, buzz. The power of Shenron, advertisement. The power of Majin Buu. In an instant, this sword gathered the 4 powerful forces of the mecha, and directly slashed at Pai. And Su Bai raised his head, stretched out his hand, and greeted with the wrist of his body. Defend my Supreme Kai sword with flesh, Bulma snickered. This Su Bai, although powerful, seems to despise himself a bit too much. Angel didn't dare to resist his own sword. This sword, Su Bai must be taught a lesson. Swish, Bulma speeds up and cuts out with a sword. Boom. Su Bai easily blocked the sword with one hand. 0. Not bad. It feels a little bit more effective than the previous mosquito bites. Su Bai commented. Bulma's pupils keep changing, how can it be? That's enough for Angel to dodge the blow. Could it be that the Su Bai in front of me surpassed Angel? Are you thinking, I'm being too careless? Belittle you? Su Bai looked at Bulma playfully. Actually, I'm telling you, I value you, I respect you as an opponent, that's why I stretched out my arm. If I really despise you, I will stand still and let you chop. Understood? I raised my hand, which is already the greatest respect for you. Raising your hand is already the greatest respect. Hearing Su Bai's words, Bulma was silent for a long time and then snorted. I see, then. Destroy. As soon as the words fell, the Supreme Kai sword that gathered the 4 kinds of power immediately produced a purple arrogance. I don't like this power, it's too domineering, and the killing breath is too heavy. As soon as you make a move, you will destroy things. Su Bai clicked his tongue. He had guessed before whether this Supreme Kai sword would have the power zone of gods of destruction. Now it seems that it really is owned. This also shows that Bulma deliberately concealed the power of gods of destruction before. However, Su Bai wasn't angry either, he was an enemy after all. How could anyone give away all his whole cards? Chapter 288 Angel Power, Conqueror. Unexpectedly, you still hid your hand from the enemy, Su Bai whispered. HMPH. Bulma just hummed softly. It seems to be saying, do you really think that I am the kind of idiot who tells all the cards in the hold to the enemy? Then come on, let me see your destructive power. Su Bai took a deep breath. After finishing speaking, Su Bai was furious. The arrogance around him skyrocketed a bit. Ascension Chi, don't you use your transformation? Bulma gritted his teeth. She knew it, when Su Bai stunned the audience, he transformed himself. And she has fought against Su Bai for so long, Su Bai has never transformed. In other words, isn't it worth Su Bai's transformation? Is the gap really that big? How can Bulma, who has been a proud daughter since she was a child, endure this kind of shame? 050. It's enough to raise Chi. Su Bai smiled. If you want me to transform, at least. Shouldn't you also use angel level power? Chi. Bulma snorted, raised his sword and pointed at Bai again. Su Bai didn't say anything, just stretched out a finger gently. Swish swish swish. At this moment, Bulma raised his sword and rushed in front of Su Bai. Slash several swords at the same time, clang clang clang. And Su Bai also used his fingers to easily block each piece. Impossible. While slashing, Bulma couldn't help but gasp. She has clearly increased her strength, and she clearly has the power of gods of destruction in the sword of Supreme Kai. Why is it easier for Su Bai to deal with it now? It's blocked with just one finger. For the weaker slash before, Su Bai used the palm of his hand. Because I just exploded, Su Bai said. Hearing this, Bulma's pupils shrank. This Su Bai can read minds? Supreme Kai can do it. Angel can do it too. Do you think I can do it? Su Bai said casually. Mind reading is just a way to use the power of God. Bulma. Sure enough, he can read minds. Damn it, Bulma bared his teeth. Advertisement, so, show your real trump card. Su Bai lightly exerted force. Boom. In an instant, Bulma only felt that the finger he cut off suddenly came with a huge force. Swish. Bulma got pushed out of the way. Whoosh whoosh. After rolling several times in the air, Bulma barely landed, and then looked at Su Bai angrily. You be asterisk 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 D. You know my real whole card? Can you even read the secrets deep in your heart with your mind reading skills? Mind reading skills are also graded. For example, Supreme Kais can only read the most superficial thoughts of the other party at that time. Angel, naturally can read a little deeper. But Su Bai can even read the whole cards of the angel mecha in her heart. This means that all her thoughts have been read by Su Bai. In other words, from the beginning, Su Bai knew all her cards. Where are you still pretending to be surprised? This is clearly to tease her. It's disgusting. The B asterisk 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 D. Thinking of this, Bulma became even more angry. Then attack with all your strength. Su Bai was non-committal, still smiling. Chi. Bulma took a deep breath. Good, she's decided. Use the trump card of the mecha. Angel power. How could the armor blessed by Angel not have the power of Angel? Moment. A massive but non-stinging force emerges from Bulma's armor. Angel power. Su Bai nodded. Everyone's strength is different. For example, the power of gods of destruction, when fully erupted, is like a blazing flame that will devour everything at any time. And the power of Angel, although huge and terrifying, but it is like a river, smooth and quiet, certainly. This does not mean that the power of Angel is not destructive. Just like John He, although he won't take the initiative to attack anyone, but Once swallowed by the river, the enemy will have no chance to resist. This is the power of Angel, advertisement smooth, that is scary. It's been a long time, my real whole card. Bulma raised the Supreme Kai sword in his hand. This time, she has only one energy in her whole body. Angel power, very good, Su Bai nodded in satisfaction. Bulma's angel power is very powerful, although not as good as Whis, but a little stronger than Myers. You are qualified to be my subordinate. This sentence made Bulma a little confused. To be your man? I'm only loyal to science, how could I surrender to you? But she didn't know that Su Bai had already used her own system ability. It's been a long time and Su Bai hasn't activated the conqueror system. Because, no one deserves him to use this skill, he can't even look down on those people now. Including the so-called goddess before, until now, he met this Bulma. His subordinates are short of some high-tech talents. In addition to Bulma's brain, her strength is also very strong, which makes Su Bai quite satisfied. Another point, from memory, Su Bai can see clearly. This Bulma is clean, much better than the Bulma in the original book. In this way, it's nothing to accept as a subordinate. Boom! One strike. Before Bulma could react, Su Bai defeated him. At the same time, the long-lost conqueror system sounded. Ding! Congratulations to the host, gaining Bulma's loyalty. Ding! Congratulations to the host, you have obtained the wisdom of Bulma. After the successful conquest of 3.4, Bulma's ability is also obtained. Words to conquer warriors are 100 times stronger than normal, Su Bai nodded. Bulma, that's her wit, yes. At the same time. Master Su Bai, Bulma bowed slightly, showing respect to Su Bai. Well, good. Su Bai waved his hand, motioning for Bulma to stand aside. Okay. Bulma respectfully stood beside Su Bai. That is, at the moment when Bulma was completely conquered, under the influence of the system, Bulma in all time and space and the entire universe disappeared. Vegeta's wives all turned into a character named Mesa. Bulma, as if it had never been there. Su Bai doesn't know that the Bulma next to him is the only Bulma in the entire universe, the only Bulma in all time and space. Chapter 289 The Goddess Erupts. The other side, HMPH. As the king of the demon world, I never lay hands on women. Dabra crossed his arms and looked coldly at the goddess in front of him. Although the other party is very beautiful, she also fits Shinmi from the demon world. However, as the king of the demon world, Dabra did not show obsession. On the contrary, he was even a little disdainful. A woman, running over to participate in this level of fighting? Don't you know that this is a conference where experts from all universes gather? It's so funny, I really don't know what to do. You seem to look down on me a little bit, the goddess once again regained her usual indifference. Except for Su Bai, so far, no one can scare her to show fear. Girls should lie flat at home and come to participate in some kind of competition? Dapper snorted. You know, in a competition of this level, even I, the Lord of the Dark Demon Realm, dare not be careless in the slightest. You still go home. The Lord of the Dark Demon Realm? Hearing this, the goddess couldn't help but sneered. Lord of the Dark Demon Realm? What kind of crap is that? How has she never heard of it? 31 He is not even a god, so he has the nerve to speak wild words in front of himself? Seeing the disdain in Godmother's eyes, Dabra was taken aback. I, the well-known Lord of the Dark Demon Realm, didn't meet the other party? You haven't even heard of my reputation? Dabra stared wide-eyed. No, the goddess said calmly. Dabra, were you kidding? He killed Babidi, then absorb Majin Buu, and defeat Supreme Kai's great demon god. In their universe, he is a well-deserved ruler. Not only the Dark Demon Realm, but even the entire 7th universe surrendered under his attack. He is, the king of the entire universe, only. Dabra didn't know, since he killed Supreme Kai, then Gods of Destruction died. After Gods of Destruction died, Angel was shut down. Advertisement in this way, the 7th universe has almost lost contact with Xeno. Therefore, Dabra has never seen Gods of Destruction in Angel, let alone how terrifying Angel is. Otherwise, when he saw the angel halo of the godmother, he might have run away in fright. HMPH, you haven't even heard of my reputation, Dapper bared his teeth. That's really a huge loss, you know, the Dark Demon Realm is. Wait, the Dark Demon Realm? The goddess was lost in thought. You say this, I want to know a little bit. The Lord of the Dark Demon Realm, she really doesn't know what that is. But when it comes to the first realm, the Dark Demon Realm, she has heard of it a little. Seems like it started out as a barren land, banishing some universe fugitives or something. Later, more people gathered, plus the universe fugitives were not called fierce. Over time, it became the so-called Dark World. Know a little bit? Hearing this, Dabra was a little proud. If at the beginning, the other party said he knew him, he wouldn't be too proud. The main reason is that the other party said he didn't care, and showed that deserted look. More or less frustrated him a bit. Now, hearing the other party admit him, he is indeed a little proud. Then, let me tell you, the greatness of the Dark Demon Realm. Dabra wanted to say something else. At this time, the goddess interrupted him. I know, it's a barren land, you don't need to say more. Dabra. What, you say that my Dark Demon Realm is a barren land? Dabra was trembling with anger, and even his eyes slowly turned red. The extreme anger made his brain congested. Were you kidding? The Dark Demon world he cares about so much, the Dark Devil he is proud of. In the eyes of others, is it just a barren land? Do not make jokes, there must be a limit to humiliating people. B***************** D woman. I want you dead. Dabra is not talking nonsense, just get angry. Boom. Powerful purple flames wrapped around his body. Advertisement, oh. The goddess nodded slightly. Your strength is not bad. You have mastered 30% of the destructive power with a mortal body? No wonder you are also proud of the capital. This 30% of the power of gods of destruction is enough to allow you to roam the mortal world. This is Dabra's strongest hole card. In their universe, by coincidence, he got the inheritance of gods of destruction. But it is only incomplete, not a complete inheritance. But even so, it was the incomplete power of gods of destruction that allowed him to kill Babidi. When Babidi was about to control him, afterwards, he absorbed Babidi's knowledge and knew Majin Buu and Supreme Kai. Therefore, he learned the divine skills in the inheritance, one of which is the ability to plunder the opponent's power. The kind that is forcibly absorbed. After fully mastering it, he absorbed Majin Buu's egg. After that, he killed Supreme Kai. From then on, the entire 7th universe, be it the dark demon world or the normal human world. He, 153 is the real king. You say that I am 30% of the power of gods of destruction? Dabra was secretly shocked when he heard that. Because, even he himself doesn't know what power he is using. I only know that this power is very gods of destruction. It is simply made for the astral body of the god of darkness. And he, using this power even more, is invincible. That's right, the power of gods of destruction. The goddess said indifferently. For some reason, seeing Godmother's indifferent and confident appearance, he suddenly shuddered in his heart. This woman actually sees my details so clearly. And she, after witnessing my full strength burst out, is still so indifferent. Could it be that? Is she really not afraid of me? Her power, actually, is really above mine. After realizing this, Dabra took a step back uncontrollably. Seeing Dabra's actions, the goddess smiled. What? Did you suddenly realize my terror? The goddess stretched out her hand slightly. However, unfortunately, it's too late to be afraid now. Just like that, the goddess stretched out her finger. Boom! In an instant, the mighty power of the goddess erupted. A powerful divine power that devours everything descends on the entire venue. Chapter 290 Trembling Godmother. Su Bai is here. A terrifying giant force appeared, and the audience, whether they were fighting, resting, or finishing the fight, all stopped and looked in the direction of the goddess. Hiss. Who is this person down? How powerful? I'm afraid, it's almost the same as the previous Su Bai. My god, there are so many monsters in this arena. B************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Angel clenched her fists. What a terrifying power of Angel, such a powerful person. I'm afraid it's not weaker than Lord Grand Priest, right? Such a terrifying person actually came to this conference? Surprised me so much. Like Nappa, there are not a few people who are afraid of this. Indeed, the sudden outburst of Godmother is really too strong. It's terribly scary. In addition to the fearful Nappa, there are also some confident people who find it interesting. Ira. Vegito, who punched his opponent, touched his earring and then glanced at the angel halo behind him. Interesting, it seems that this time, I can play a game to my heart's content. It's been too long, I haven't met an opponent of the same level. Opposite him is a cell dressed in gods of destruction serving. I saw the golden light of this cell, it looks like a golden cell. Why? You didn't fit with Patara. Why can you always fit? Shouldn't you have a time limit? Because I used Shenron to make a wish, which made me fit forever. Vegito smiled. I think this is an extremely wise behavior. The fact is true, with my existence, no one will come to invade our Earth. I also practiced casually and somehow became an angel. Speaking of which, Vegito has a relaxed face, as if to say, angel? Nothing amazing. Practice casually, and you'll become an angel. Golden Cell clenched his fists. He practiced hard for a long time before he became gods of destruction, and then transformed into a golden form. Is this Vegito so relaxed? Damn it, advertisement. Okay, miscellaneous fish, I won't waste time on you. Vegito suddenly waved his hand. Countless light spots flew directly to the gold cell. He doesn't care to waste it, he is going to observe that powerful godmother. Perhaps that was the powerful enemy he could not ask for. Of course he is not the only one looking for an opponent like Vegito. So, except those who are afraid, those who want to challenge. There is another group, the godmother's original subordinates, that is, the beings who are in charge of the universe. They all know how powerful the goddess is, therefore, after feeling the power of the goddess again, they showed their faces and worshipped. Mother, indeed, is still as strong as ever, haha. Marvelous, maybe, we can win the championship and return to the negative universe safely. The arena on the side of the goddess. The godmother raised her hand slightly and after an outburst, she was secretly proud of the shocking reaction of the audience. That's right, she released all her strength on purpose. In addition to intimidating Dabra, she also wants to intimidate all other existences. Let them know that the people they are responsible for universe are not easy to mess with. After all, she has been suppressed for too long. Ever since I met Su Bai, I have been suppressed, she is so frustrated. Now, I finally have a chance to play it. Naturally, he was unceremonious and burst out all his aggrieved in anger. In this way, Dabra, who was the first among them, was directly washed away without blinking. So, a small gods of destruction can be destroyed at will. The goddess folded her hands and sneered. Gods of destruction, don't provoke me, strong, indifferent, proud. At this moment, the goddess seems to be the ruler of all living beings. At this time, more and more people came running over, wanting to see the existence of this powerful force erupted before, who fell to the ground. As soon as I came here, I heard what Godmother said that gods of destruction can be destroyed easily. This time, everyone was even more surprised. Advertisement. The gods of destruction, which is so powerful that it can kill them instantly, is so vulnerable in the mouth of the Godmother. Is this woman so powerful? Horrible. The goddess has her hands behind her back, she is undoubtedly a master. She enjoys this highly anticipated moment. Fierce, you ants. The Godmother secretly sneered in her heart. At this time, Su Bai flew over with Bulma. Hey, who am I? Bursting out with an aura that shocks the audience. It turned out to be you, God every day. Su Bai looked at the Godmother playfully. Hearing Su Bai's figure, the goddess shuddered. She knows how powerful Su Bai is. In this way, I didn't dare to neglect, just bowed my head and responded to Su Bai. Don't dare, in front of Master Su Bai, how dare I call him Master? Master Su Bai, don't make fun of me, hiss. In an instant, the audience gasped. What did they hear? That invincible Godmother before, Yuanren gave up in front of Su Bai. She actually admits cowardly. Is the Godmother weak, Li Mahao? Of course not, because they gathered here at this moment, all to see the goddess. Look at the existence of this shocking audience. After all, it is a gathering. Even with such a powerful and terrifying Godmother. A moment ago, he was still arrogant like the ruler of all things. The next moment, he actually called Master Su Bai directly. It can be seen that Su Bai's strength has exceeded their imagination. When Su Bai transformed before, I already thought Su Bai was terrible. One of the audience couldn't help complaining. Unexpectedly, he is more terrifying than we thought. Yeah, this guy is really scary. At this moment, everyone will turn their attention. Looking at Su Bai in front of the Godmother. But now Su Bai didn't show any special performance, just looked at the goddess disturbing playfully. Chapter 291 The Pride Crushed by Su Bai. No kidding, you played well. Su Bai gave the goddess an encouraging look. If everyone is like you, release your full strength. Our competition will be much more fun. Yes, the goddess bowed her head. Okay, come on. Su Bai waved his hand, so he took Bulma and flew away directly. As for the goddess, she was standing in the middle of the ring, feeling a little terrified. The other contestants couldn't see it, but she felt the power of Su Bai very clearly. Su Bai's powerful strength almost swallowed her completely. She knew that if she was 1 second late to confess, she might be gone. She also didn't want to behave badly in front of Su Bai. She insisted that she just shock the audience, let everyone pay attention to her. Under such circumstances, being forced to bow your head is simply a great shame. However, under the strong coercion of Su Bai, under the choice between life and death, she still has no choice but to admit cowardly. In this way, the Godmother can only close her eyes helplessly. It's hard, it's really hard. As a high-ranking Godmother, Su Bai has been coercing her all the time. Being bullied by Su Bai all the time. Finally, after she found an opportunity, she broke out with all her strength. It can be said that she had vented all her dissatisfaction 160%. The result? After the explosion, it really shocked the audience. But after all, the highlight moment didn't last long and it was directly suppressed by Su Bai. She thought she could get rid of Su Bai's shadow but unexpectedly. This time, it was even more embarrassing, under everyone's attention, being suppressed by Su Bai. This time, the embarrassment is thrown to the whole universe. Su Bai. Damn it. The goddess secretly clenched her fists. A moment later, oh, the goddess relaxed and sighed. So what? Anyway, she is no match for Su Bai at all. Advertisement in front of Su Bai, she knew she would admit defeat and could only tremble. My pride was once again crushed by Su Bai. The expression of the goddess is very complicated. The other side, Su Bai brought Bulma to the players' lounge. I built one for each player. Su Bai looked at Bulma. A certain amount of spatial capacity is used to allow countless rooms to be compressed into one wall. It's amazing. Bulma couldn't help admiring. Average. Su Bai just shook his head and then threw a document to Bulma. Let me show you, this is the information of our universe. When the conference is over, I will take you back to our universe. Yes, Master Su Bai. Bulma bowed slightly and then looked up. Sixth universe, Sharada, Saiyan. Wow, Saiyan from your universe is actually a peace-loving one? Looking at the information of the sixth universe, Bulma couldn't help but marvel. Su Bai smiled and said nothing. Then, he looked up at the surveillance screens in various areas. This is what he used to watch the battle. Oh, this battle is quite interesting, let's have a look. Su Bai enlarged the screen in front of him. You are so strong. Son Goku let out a breath. This Son Goku is the Son Goku of Su Bai's time and space. It is Son Goku who can transform into Gigi. The current him is exactly the state of Super Saiyan. You are not weak, his opponent to be precise. Is Frieza's father, King Cold. You look familiar, you should be the Kurd, DBAE, pressure killed by Trunks, right? Son Goku looked at King Cold. I've heard of you, but I didn't expect you to be such a strong man. If I had known earlier, I would have used instant transmission and rushed back to fight with you. Your strength makes me more and more excited. I'm King Cold, that's right, who is Trunks you're talking about? King Cold had a gloomy face. What is this kid talking nonsense? I was killed. Advertisement, or was it killed by Trunks? Just kidding, is there anyone in this world who can kill me? I do not believe, you don't know Trunks. Son Goku scratched his head. That's right, we are not from the universe after all. Trunks is Vegito and… Son Goku wanted to say Bulma, but suddenly he frowned. Who is Bulma? How come I don't know? Why'd I want to say Bulma? Vegeta's wife, isn't it Mesa? Ever since Su Bai took that super smart Bulma, all timeline changes, all Bulmas have become Misa. Nothing to do with these Dragon Ball fighters. Trunks is the son of Vegeta and Misa, don't you know? Son Goku was stunned for a second. Then, just say to King Cold, it's a Saiyan, half Saiyan blood, half Earth blood, Son Goku explained. What did you say? King Cold clenched his fists tightly. You said that this king will be killed by monkeys from the crowd? And was killed by Vegeta's descendants. Vegeta, he knew. Those are descendants of King Vegeta. King Vegeta, that's his little brother, just an ant. In our universe, you did die like that. Son Goku nodded. Are you kidding? King Cold burst out immediately. Boom, powerful, hit Son Goku. This king will be killed by the trash grandson of King Vegeta. Even if it's another universe, I can't accept it. With the outbreak of King Cold, his form also began to change. I tell you, in our universe, I killed all the Saiyans and became an alternate gods of destruction. I work for Master Beerus, chapter 292 so fast. Boom. Huge power burst out, powerful aura, sweeping towards Son Goku. Wow, you really can change form. Son Goku's eyes lit up. He has heard that when Trunks defeated King Cold had no chance to transform. Boom. Just like Frieza's final form, King Cold also changed into a similar form. I will kill you, then go to your universe, and kill everyone in your universe, King Cold said coldly. Especially, what is that called Trunks? As the number one in the universe, he has his own pride. He couldn't accept that he would be killed by the offspring of the trash monkey. Even if that self is another universe, another self. Even so, he would not allow it. You want to beat me? Son Goku laughed indifferently. I'm looking forward to that too, so, come on. Looking at the complete King Cold in front of him, Son Goku directly transformed into a super subhuman. Bring it on, beat you? No, I'm going to kill you, King Cold burst out instantly. Innocent trash monkey, I'm going to smash you to pieces, King Cold stretched out his arms, bursting out a series of death beams in an instant. Whoosh whoosh, however, these attacks naturally all hit Son Goku's side. All avoided by Son Goku. None hit, after all. This Son Goku will still be Ultra Instinct, just in the form of a super game, which is also extraordinary. What? Your movements? King Cold's pupils dilated slightly. What? Do you recognize it? Son Goku looked at King Cold. Quick, said King Cold. Son Goku. So fast? I thought you knew about Ultra Instinct? Is it just a feeling so fast? Is it too superficial? So speechless. Advertisement, why can a Saiyan move at such a high speed? King Cold looked at Son Goku in disbelief. Also, what is your blonde-haired transformation? Saiyan, can't you just turn into a monkey? Huh? You don't even know Super Saiyan? Son Goku scratched his head in confusion. King Cold. Super Saiyan? Could it be that it is the legend of the Saiyan clan? A monster that only comes once every 1,000 years? You are the legendary Super Saiyan? King Cold looked at Son Goku tremblingly. No, I'm Super Saiyan, but not the legendary one. Son Goku scratched his head. King Cold. Is there any difference? And also specially corrected me. The difference is, the legendary Super Saiyan is brawly, very powerful, Son Goku began to explain. Shut up. King Cold broke out directly. Stop talking nonsense, I'm going to kill you directly. Go to hell. Boom. The golden energy descends, and the golden King Cold is born in an instant. I will kill you with my own hands, and I will go to your universe to find out later. The golden transformation. Seeing this scene, Son Goku was not surprised, but scratched his head. Your son will, too. Son? What son? King Cold said coldly. As the overlord of the entire universe, how could I have a son? Son, just Cooler and Frieza. Son Goku was a little confused. Aren't these two guys the sons of King Cold? It seems that the divergence between your universe and mine is here. King Cold had a cold face. I followed Master Beerus a long time ago. In order to become the overlord of the universe, the alternate gods of destruction has been working hard to cultivate. How can there be such a thing as a baby? Oh, that's a shame. Gold Frieza is very strong. Son Goku scratched his head. Gee, King Cold just clicked his tongue. I'll let you know that I'm strong too. Advertisement. Asking for flowers, die to death. When the golden King Cold is approaching Son Goku. Brush, instantly, Son Goku turned into Ultra Blue. What kind of transformation is this again? King Cold only had time to marvel. Boom, Challenge Son Goku erupted instantly, and when King Cold was about to approach him, a whip came after him. Whoosh, I didn't notice for a while, the golden King Cold was directly said to the doctor. Kamehameha. Super Blue Goku took advantage of the victory and pursued, directly aimed at Kamehameha, aiming at the flying King Cold. Stop getting carried away. Golden King Cold quickly adjusted his state. 0. Then, after turning around in the air, a cannon shot directly at Son Goku's Kamehameha. Boom! In an instant, two forces collided, great smoke was produced. Swish! Gold King Cold rushed out of the smoke and flew towards Son Goku. Go to hell! Raised his fist and aimed straight at Son Goku's head. You are amazing, the same golden transformation, my Kamehameha is useless to you. Son Goku was secretly startled, his guess was really good. This King Cold's golden transformation is much stronger than their universe's golden Frieza. You know, after he comprehended Ultra Instinct, he transformed into Ultra Blue, but he can easily defeat Golden Frieza. Unexpectedly, even in the case of a sneak attack, the Gold King Cold has not yet been won. That's right, a sneak attack. Taking advantage of King Cold's carelessness, Son Goku directly transformed into Chalan, bursting out with god-level power. Hit King Cold by surprise. But King Cold has also experienced many battles, he immediately adjusted and gave a counterattack. Whoosh! When King Cold's fist was about to hit him, Son Goku directly made an instant transmission, appearing behind King Cold. Whoosh! At this time, King Cold also mercilessly flicked his tail and entwined towards Son Goku, factory. Chapter 293 Bulma. Master Su Bai is so strong, damn it, don't even think about pestering me. Son Goku widened his eyes when the tail was about to grab him. Whoosh! Son Goku uses the flying technique and wants to fly upwards. Do you think you can avoid it? Golden King Cold sneered. How can a person's moving speed surpass his tail? Swish! When Son Goku dodged quickly, Golden King Cold accelerated hard. Whoosh! The tail sped up impressively and directly entangled Son Goku. Oops! Son Goku's expression changed drastically. Bang 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 bang! Gold King Cold didn't show any mercy, just flicked his tail and dumped Son Goku all over the place. Go to hell! Gold King Cold grabs Son Goku with his tail, 597, and rushes towards the floor of the ring. This blow, if dropped, is enough to knock Son Goku half to death. Damn it, can't go on like this. Son Goku takes a deep breath, he's about to explode. Kaioken, Son Goku uses Kaioken directly. 10 times. Boom! Red flames spew out from Son Goku's body. 10 times the mighty force strikes, in just an instant, he broke free from the control of the Golden King Cold. Yeah, Son Goku didn't hold back, and then exploded, a dragon fist hit Golden Kurdish. No, impossible, the Golden King Cold yelled. He couldn't believe that he even used the strongest gold to transform. Why? Why is there no power to fight back in Saiyan's hands? Is this gap too big? No screams. The Golden King Cold has been swallowed by Son Goku's Dragon Fist. It's over. Advertisement Son Goku finished with one punch with a serious expression on his face. Go back and practice hard, with your potential, you should be able to activate Zijin Frieza. Oh, no, it's Zijin transformation, after all, your son can do it. After saying this, Son Goku walked off the ring directly. On the ring, the Golden King Cold instantly exploded and disappeared. Before disappearing, his eyes were still unbelievable. He would lose. Inside the lounge. Tisk, I thought this Golden King Cold had some cards. Su Bai scratched his chin. He himself didn't expect that this Golden King Cold would be eliminated directly. It's not an overly evenly matched battle, it's boring. Bulma on the side. In our previous battles, we also crushed that unilaterally. Master Su Bai, you are so strong. And that godmother, who is so powerful, has to bow her head to Master Su Bai. Well, it's really good to hang out with Mr. Su Bai. Bulma looked at Su Bai with some pride. I really did not follow the wrong person. Oh, this battle is interesting. Suddenly, Su Bai looked at another battle scene. Brawly, and it's like an old Brawly from that period. I remember this Brawly, the original Brawly, the most outrageous Brawly ever. His combat power can continue to increase with time. From the first time we met, I crushed Super 1, and later, I easily crushed Son Gohan's Super 2. Tisk, it's even more interesting to look at his opponent. On the ring, Jiren looked at the berserker in front of him, that is, Brawly. Your strength is good, Jiren commented lightly. Since I won the Tournament of Power, it's been a long time since I've had an opponent that I've been tempted by. You count as one. Tournament of Power. What is that? Brawly was a little confused. Huh? Don't your universe have Tournament of Power? Jiren frowned slightly. No, Brawly responded decisively, over there in the lounge. It seems that the Brawly of this Z period is connected to the world view of T, Suyu commented. Advertisement, in the GT world, there are no gods of destruction and angels, there are just some dragon gods. Bulma. Dragon god? What is that? Is it better than Mr. Whis? Speaking of which, Su Bai patted himself on the head. Well, Bulma, come on, let me upgrade your mecha. Bulma. Can my Tianji armor continue to be upgraded? Real or fake? Bulma's expression is a little excited. She has always felt that her mecha is at the end, and it is really too difficult to upgrade again. But now it seems that it can be upgraded. Master Su Bai, is it really possible? Bulma's eyes widened. You still don't believe me? Su Bai asked back. I believe, of course I believe you. Bulma nodded again and then threw out his bracelet. Instantly, the angel armor appeared again. Well, good. Su Bai nodded. Let's release your core energy, I'll give you a boost. Yes. Bu 2.3 Irma directly turned on the core energy of the mech without hesitation. The core energy of the mecha is naturally the most important, and it cannot be exposed at will. Only, facing Su Bai, Irma undoubtedly let go of all her guard. She trusts Su Bai unconditionally. Your mecha basically possesses all the energy of the super universe. Su Bai looked at the energy core and said calmly. Bulma didn't speak, just scratched his head. Ultra universe? Weird stuff. Don't know, so, if you want to become stronger, you must either increase Xeno's ability, or… Su Bai's eyes flashed. Xeno's ability? A mecha, naturally cannot be owned. In this way, you can only use the ability of GT Universe. That's right, God's Calendar, Chapter 294. Is this force stronger than Angel? As long as you add the power of the Dragon God, Bulma's armor can definitely be improved. This is also what Su Bai thought of when he saw Broly, and then thought of the Dragon God of GT Universe. Come on. Su Bai stretched out his arms, directed the energy towards Bulma's core, and slowly released it. Buzz. The power of the Dragon God, wrapping Bulma's mecha. After a while. Bulma's mecha is surprisingly easy to use the power of the Dragon God. What a magical power. Bulma was amazed by the power. She felt that inside her mech, there was an energy similar to Shenron. No, that's not right, Bulma responded after feeling carefully again. The energy type is similar to Shenron, but the purity is not at the same level. If you really want to say it, it seems to be the power of high-level Shenron that has been strengthened countless times. And the level of this power seems to be higher than Angel. What level of power is Angel? Bulma couldn't be more clear. That is clearly the top 31 power of their universe, ceiling level. And now, was directly surpassed by Su Bai's random power. The Supreme Shenron's power is indeed stronger than that of ordinary angels. Su Bai smiled at Bulma. The powerful Dragon God, Salama, is only a little weaker than the Grand Priest compared with the Grand Priest. Not to mention, this Supreme Shenron who completely crushed Salama. Not to mention the ordinary angel, even if the Grand Priest comes here, it will be compared. It's amazing, Bulma was excited. Then, my current armor can no longer be called Angel Armor. What's the best name? Bulma was lost in thought. Any name is fine, it's just a code name. Su Bai shook his head, indicating that it doesn't matter. After a pause, Su Bai looked at Bulma. By the way, let me take a look at your mobility core again, and I'll give you a comprehensive upgrade. The enhancement of the Dragon God's power is only one aspect of enhancement. If it can be enhanced to the core, it will be an all-round enhancement. Okay. Bulma naturally had no objection, and handed over the core again. Advertisement, wait a moment. Su Bai took the core and began to continuously transmit energy. Power up, speed up, explode, elevate. Bulma, after all, is the #1 scientist under him, so Su Bai will naturally not be stingy. Constantly infuse one's own strength towards the mecha. On the other side, on the Rain Universe without tournament of power, how strange. Jiren frowned slightly. If there is no tournament of power, doesn't it mean that the opposing universe doesn't even have gods of destruction, Angel, and Xeno? Then, what does the other side's universe rely on to run? Okay, are you here to fight, or are you talking nonsense? Broly looked at Jiren unhappily. After decades of self-growth, Broly is now also sane. It's not like before, when you see the enemy, you go crazy or something. Fight? Jiren laughed suddenly, and then he raised his fist. Then let's try. After saying that, Jiren aimed at Broly and threw a punch directly. Boom! The super power burst out. The huge energy directly caused layers of aura in the air. Buzz buzz. This punch, from a distance, he rushed directly to Broly. Small tricks. Broly curled his lips in disdain. He didn't even dodge, and directly resisted with his body. Boom! The power of the fist hit Broly's body. Huge dust kicked up. This punch directly hit Broly's heart. As the smoke cleared, Broly looked down at his heart. Then he patted it with his hands, as if cleaning off dust. Itches. Broly murmured, then looked at Jiren. Jiren. Very good. Advertisement, my perception is correct. You are really powerful. Jiren's pupils changed slightly. Stronger than my special training opponent in the Tournament of Power. Special training opponent? Broly froze for a moment. Yes, for the Tournament of Power, my master Jia Qing specially found me an opponent for special training, Jiren explained. Afterwards, I did not disappoint my master and won the Lizzie Club. Obviously, the difference in Jiren Universe lies in Jiren Universe. In the normal Super Universe, Jia Qing is dead. But in this universe, Jiren's master did not die, and with the blessing of his master, Jiren also successfully won the championship. You still have something like a master, Broly pouted slightly. Master? He never has, nor does he need to, because his fighting power will increase with time. Because of his strength, he is destined not to have the master 680 he knows. What master is not a master? I only know fists. When Broly called out, he also clenched his fist and hit Jiren directly. This punch, I'll give it back to you, whoosh. The moment Broly punched, he transformed into Super Saiyan. The huge power turned the entire arena into green. Oh, green hair. Jiren didn't show much reaction. On Tournament of Power, he also beat a lot of Saiyan. What blonde hair, red hair, blue hair, and white hair and so on. This green hair. He's seen it too. Kefla, same green, but it doesn't work for me. Jiren exploded, just stood there, facing Brawly's attack directly. He wants to show Brawly, if you can resist my fist, I can resist your fist too. Jiren, I'm not afraid of anyone. Boom, the punch, and Brawly went straight to Jiren's face. As for Jiren, who was also beaten, her face was slightly tilted back. So strong? Brawly was shocked. In their universe, the existence that could receive him a punch with the face has basically disappeared. Chapter 295 Super 4. How old is it this was the first time someone had caught his fist with his face? Does that surprise you? Jiren raised his hand slowly and held Brawly's fist in his hand. Let me tell you, after the master's special training, my strength has increased by about 30% compared to the original. If it wasn't for the 30% increase in strength, I would have lost in the face of Son Goku. Now I will not lose to anyone. Jiren grabbed Brawly's wrist and stared at him coldly. Damn it. Brawly took a deep breath. He tried to pull his arm back but can't use force. The strength with which Jiren held his arm was much stronger than the strength with which he broke free. It's over. Jiren held Brawly's wrist with one hand, and slowly raised the other hand. He concentrated all his strength on the raised arms. Clenched into a fist, aiming at Brawly's face, there was no way to avoid it, and he punched Brawly directly in the face. Inside the lounge. Oh, I didn't expect the divergence of this universe to be here. Su Bai commented while enhancing Bulma's mecha core. Jiren's master is not dead, and he gave Jiren special training during the Tournament of Power. This caused Jiren to increase his strength by 30%, and then crushed Son Goku, and even Son Goku, free and unrestrained, including everything in the 7th universe. In this way, we won the championship smoothly, Jiren. Interesting, when Su Bai was feeling emotional. Ding, suddenly, there was a sound of metal clashing. Su Bai nodded and found that the energy core in his hand had been repaired. Oh, well, Bulma, you can try it again, okay. Bulma nodded, accepting the energy core. Drive carefully, you can start with 10%, Su Bai reminded. Okay. Bulma took a deep breath and began to activate the energy core. 10%. Boom, advertisement powerful power, filled the entire living room. How is this possible? Bulma felt the full energy inside the mecha, and he was dumbfounded. Now her mech is half as strong as angel form, she only activated 10% of the power of the mecha. Her mecha, from 10% to 100%, then the Supreme Kai form, and then various additional forms. When superimposed to the end, when the power of angel is used, it is the real angel mecha. There are still several forms of her mecha that have not been activated. That's it, it's already comparable to the previous angel form. The difference between them is naturally incomparable. This kind of strength, I am afraid that only 30% of it can crush the previous angel shape. If it is raised to the angel level, I am afraid that it will reach an extremely exaggerated level. Moreover, Su Bai also bestowed a stronger dragon god form on the mecha. If transformed into a stronger dragon god form hiss. Okay. Bulma a shudder, she never thought that her mecha could be so strong. Tear. Bulma withdrew her shocked expression, then looked at the culprit. Su Bai. At this moment, Su Bai was smiling, with an expression of indifference. How? My promotion, is it reasonable, Bulma? It's more than just talking about the past. It's just, so powerful that it's inhuman. Bulma's heart twitched violently. The man in front of him, did he have no concept of strength? She has been promoted to such a level, and she still asks if she can get by. Simply, already, it's exaggerated. Bulma tried to calm the excitement and sighed. As long as you are satisfied, Su Bai just smiled. After all, temporarily enhanced ones may be rough. When we return to planet Shirata, I can refine it for you again. Advertisement Bulma. What, can it be improved? Bulma feels dizzy now. This is too strong, it's really scary. He actually said, can you be promoted again? What kind of fairy fell to the ground? I see. Bulma tried to steady himself. She wanted to make herself as less agitated as possible. Well, for now, let's experience this wonderful game first. Su Bai looked at Bulma. Okay, I see. Bulma responded. The two looked at the battle screen together. In the arena. Bang 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 bang, Jiren punched and chased after Brawly. As for Brawly, he didn't dodge or dodge. After being punched a few times, he snorted. Enough. B***************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************. Don't think that this is all I have. Brawly an outburst. Green hair is starting to change. At the same time, the whole body began to grow red hair slowly. Li Nuohao. Lounge. This is, Su Bai's pupils shrank slightly. He naturally recognized this transformation. If he read correctly, this transformation is Brawly's Super 4. This Brawly can turn into Super 4. There's something, Su Bai clicked his tongue. It seems that Brawly in this Z period with time changes, constantly getting stronger, finally broke through to the Super 4 stage. Although Super 4 is not worth much in GT universe, but Su Bai looked at the screen with great interest. Those who can rely on their own strength, without resorting to external forces, can transform into Super 4. So Brawly and Son Goku from GT universe, right? Vegeta will use the launcher. Chapter 296 Su Bai. Patara? Of course, I'm not included. The corners of Su Bai's mouth moved slightly. Compared with Son Goku and others, he is indeed a bit of a bully, not at the same level at all. This is the time. Boom, Super 4's Broly exploded, and the whole screen trembled a few times. What a powerful force, Bulma looked up in surprise. This Saiyan. Bulma's pupils shrink, she knows it. When she was on Wampa planet, she had eliminated an evil Saiyan, and that Saiyan had a child. Just like the appearance of this Saiyan, if it was anyone else, it might have been forgotten, but… After all, Bulma is very smart, has a photographic memory, and naturally remembers Broly when he was a child. Haha, this Broly is different from the Broly from your universe. Su Bai shook his head. The power of this Broly can keep growing. From a certain point of view, it is much scarier than the Broly you and Broly. Bulma just nodded and didn't respond in particular. After all, she was eliminated in Broly when she was a child in 383, so naturally she would not know how terrifying this biography is. If, let her know, the universe adult Broly, it is possible to reach gods of destruction level. I'm afraid, she will be startled. Who do you think will win? Su Bai didn't say anything more, just threw a question to Bulma. Ah, I don't know. Bulma winced. Guess whatever you want, Su Bai said indifferently. Then, Broly, Bulma said. Why not choose Jiren? Su Bai said. Because, you said that Broly is very strong, although I don't understand, but, you have said so, and I feel that Broly is stronger, Bulma replied. Su Bai was dumbfounded. Afterwards, he also looked at the battle in the screen with peace of mind. In the arena. Boom, Super 4 Broly explosion. Boy, even if you apologize to me now, I won't forgive, DBFD, you. Super 4 Broly's terrifying aura raged across the audience, cracking the entire arena. So strong, Jiren couldn't help but took 2 steps back. Of course, his power has increased by 30% compared to the original work because… Advertisement 18. Facing the infinitely growing Broly, coupled with his transformation into Super 4, he is no match. Broly in Dragon Ball is not weaker than Jiren, maybe even stronger. And this Broly, after a long period of growth, is naturally stronger than that one. So, Jiren is far inferior. Ah, Broly roared, carrying the powerful energy of Super 4, and directly punched Jiren. Ah, Jiren looked at the fist and roared angrily. Then, all the arrogance around him continued to explode. Red energy burst out, even, this thick arrogance covered Jiren himself. This anger seems to have reached the level of Jiren. Only, can you stop it? Jiren tried his best to resist Broly's iron fist. Boom, the two collided together. Click. A sound of broken bones. Next moment, where Broly stood intact and Jiren. But it flew straight out, so strong. Jiren closed her eyes in despair. The gap between the two is too great. Just when Jiren was about to fall under the rain. Whoosh, a figure suddenly appeared and caught Jiren who was about to be thrown out. Go back and practice for a while, this level. The man felt a little regretful. It sucks. Jiren raised his head, but his eyes widened. This guy. FTE. Jiren, yes, the one who catches Jiren is also Jiren. But this Jiren is wearing a pair of earrings, advertisement. To be precise, he wears Patara earrings, inside the lounge. Patara earrings? Su Bai stared blankly. This Jiren, he knows it. When he was traveling, he also saw a cartoon, Dogenshi. That is a fan comic with Vegito as the main character, Jiren in it is wearing earrings. That Jiren merged with her past self. That's why, this Jiren with the earrings is still the same. Because, he fit with himself. I didn't expect that even the character from the comic book appeared. Su Bai watched with interest. He still remembers that in the Vegito biography, the power that this Jiren erupts is no less than that of Angel. That is a very terrifying power. Broly, can you still win? Su Bai whispered. This Super Jiren and Super 4 Broly, Su Bai really can't tell, whoever will win. Ah, Master Su Bai, look, I guessed it right. Bulma was a little excited. I knew, Super 4 Broly would definitely win. Su Bai. This girl. Looking at the excited Bulma, Su Bai felt a little helpless. Okay, then you can guess again? Su Bai pointed to the screen again. Look this time, Jiren wins, or Broly wins. Well, this time, Bulma scratched her head. The second Jiren, what's the situation? Why is there a Patara? Because he fits together. Su Bai explained. Ah, why didn't he change his appearance after the fusion? Bulma was puzzled. She knows that after using Patara to fit, her appearance will change. Because, that fusion Jiren is the fusion of Jiren and Jiren, Su Bai laughed. Fit with yourself, and your appearance will naturally not change. Bulma. Align yourself with yourself? Bulma's eyes widened, there is such an operation? Shocked. So, Bulma, you might as well guess, Su Bai laughed. This time, is Super 4 Broly stronger, or Super Jiren stronger? Chapter 297 Bulma. Otherwise, we also Patara? While Bulma was meditating. The arena in the screen. Super Jiren while Jiren is still on the sidelines, snorting. Wait here, Jiren. Let me tell you, what is a real fight? Jiren. Don't you just have a fitted earring? If it wasn't for the fit of the earrings, you would be much weaker than me. Jiren can tell that there are two ordinary selves inside this Super Jiren. That is, the previous level of tournament of power. Compared with him, it is about 30% weaker. Damn. Jiren clenched her fists in displeasure. To be taught a lesson by my weaker self, it's really disgusting. Don't they fit together with just one earring? So annoying. In the rain, Brawly didn't react, just looked at Super Jiren with a sneer. What? Another guy who doesn't know how to live or die. You are no different from that idiot before, so. I'm not interested in ants like you, goodbye. After saying that, Super 4 Brawly raised one hand, gathering powerful power in his hand. Boom! In an instant, the world changes color, purple, blue, green. One color at a time, the situation changes. The expression of Jiren in the audience changed. Just now, he was hit by this trick, and he was punched down. Huh, that's all. Super Jiren's expression did not change, as if everything was within his expectations. Immediately, he raised his hand and aimed at the energy cannon. Punch in the face. Boom. That huge energy, like a ball in the hands of Super Jiren, punches down. Advertisement straight out of shape, then, it flew out after that. Normal Jiren. What are you kidding? Patara earrings, so strong. In the lounge, Bulma blinked his eyes. It's amazing, just used Patara once, this Jiren can improve so much. She didn't forget that the previous Jiren was directly surpassed by Brawly. That being said, Patara is really scary, it's really powerful, Su Bai also admitted. In the world of Dragon Ball, Patara is indeed a very powerful item. How about, Lord Su Bai, shall we try Patara? Bulma's eyes lit up. Su Bai pondered. My mecha has this function, Bulma reminded. Ahem, I didn't expect your mech to have this function, but, Su Bai was a little embarrassed. Forget it, if you want to use Patara, I can introduce you to a friend. Okay. Bulma sighed. Unexpectedly, Su Bai was unwilling to use Patara with her. That guy, number 21, is also a very smart scientist. Su Bai changed the subject. If you use Patara with her, you may have new insights. Okay. Bulma nodded. The depressed mood of being rejected by Su Bai was swept away. After all, smart scientists are well worth studying. Is she also on Mr. Su Bai's Sharada planet? Yes, Su Bai nodded. Okay, in this way, I look forward to going back with Mr. Su Bai even more. Bulma tried his best to hide his excitement. Okay, let's continue watching the game, Su Bai smiled. In the arena. Boom, continuous fierce collisions are coming. Advertisement Super Jiren and Super 4 Brawly fight hard. The normal Jiren is watching with wide eyes from the ring. Asking for flowers. Too exaggerated, wow, that's exaggerated. Is this kind of intense confrontation really something that humans can break out? Even if compared with the previous godmother, I'm afraid it won't be too bad, right? This is already close to the threshold of angel class, right? Spitting out the heat, another circle of energy was transmitted. The impact of Yu Wei made Jiren take several steps back. Yeah, ordinary Jiren was furious, using about 80% of his strength to stabilize his figure. And this remaining power is just the power of Super Jiren hitting Super 4 Brawly, and then Super 4 Brawly resisting physically. Just like that, ordinary Jiren was suppressed like this. It's too strong, it's really too strong. This time Jiren was no longer proud, but excitedly looked at the two on the ring. I can also become this strong, if Patara can be used, so can I. In the arena. Jiren one punch, Brawly one, afterwards, Brawly punches again. Jiren is down another gear, backhanded again. In this way, the two fought back and forth hundreds of times, but they could not tell the winner. Enough. Super Jiren burst out suddenly, coming to distance himself from Super 4 Brawly. I'm going to beat you, you're strong, but I can't waste too much time here. Huo, coincidentally, I thought so too, Super 4 Brawly sneered. Warm up, let's end like this. The next whole card, I am going to deal with Godmother and the others. I didn't expect it to be handed over to you here. No shame, arrogant guy, who can't brag. Let's show your real skills, Super Jiren sneered. He didn't believe it at all, the other party still had cards. After all, in his perception, the opponent has exhausted all his strength for 3. Chapter 298 Super 5. It is such an opponent who has exhausted all his strength, but he has the nerve to say that he still has a whole card? Really funny, at the current stage, I really used my full strength, Super 4 Brawly suddenly smiled. But, having said that, Super Jiren's expression changed, as if he had thought of something. That's right, I'm Saiyan. Super 4 Brawly's expression was a bit hideous. Saiyan, you can transform. Super 4 Brawly clenched his fists and began to accumulate power. Roared to the sky, powerful energy erupts from Super 4 Brawly. Boom. One blast. The arena under Brawly's feet unexpectedly cracked directly from 690. Yes, the arena that was strong enough to withstand Super Jiren's attack unexpectedly cracked. Click. After the first crack appeared, the second, the third. Countless cracks began to emerge from Brawly's feet. Brawly continued to roar into the sky. Look, my limit, beyond. Boom. Powerful power erupts again. Super Jiren's pupils narrowed slightly, and Brawly in front of him can really break through again. Moreover, even the arena created by Su Bai can explode into cracks. Horrible. Zilla. Suddenly, when Super Jiren was shocked. Brawly, dressed in electric arc, came out with powerful energy. This gesture. Super Jiren's expression changes and changes. Inside the lounge. Bulma pointed to Brawly in the picture in surprise. Advertisement, this transformation. Well, I showed it at the time, Su Bai nodded. This Brawly has suddenly transformed into Super 5. And he used the explosion of Super 5 before, shocking all the existences in the audience. He was able to transform into the transformation Mr. Su Bai used. It's scary. Bulma couldn't help but marvel. It's okay. Su Bai didn't care much, however, there was indeed a little surprise in my heart. This Brawly, it's not enough to transform into a Super 4, but he can even become a Super 5. Worthy of being the oldest Brawly, it really is the strongest. However, I had to take some action. Su Bai stood up. What's wrong? Bulma didn't understand. Didn't Su Bai finish the ring? This is. Fix the ring, don't you see? This Super 5 Brawly broke my ring? Su Bai clicked his tongue. A berserker is a berserker, and he doesn't know how to protect the ring. Looking at the godmother, I knew at the time that when I broke out with all my strength, guard my ring. I'm afraid I accidentally destroy my ring, Bulma scratched his head, half understanding. Okay, I'll be leaving first. Su Bai waved his hand and muttered before leaving. It can only be shattered beyond the ordinary angel level, I didn't expect. So soon, such an existence appeared. Of course, godmother and her group of angels don't count. Bulma. Mr. Su Bai has a lot to say. Whoosh, Su Bai disappeared in place. Arena. Super 5 Brawly looked at his hands, then whispered. This is my Super Whole card against Su Bai, Super 5 transformation. And, as you can see, this transformation is the same as Su Bai's transformation. However, we can all feel that there is still some awareness between my Super 5 and Su Bai's Super 5. But I don't feel much, so I came to the ring specially, just to make a breakthrough in the battle. Look, if you can go beyond my limit, advertisement. In this way, I can challenge Su Bai. I'm not interested in these winners or anything, but Su Bai's powerful power has stimulated my Saiyan blood. My desire for the strong, my desire for fighting, has already surpassed the limit. So, show me your full strength, then, help me break through and be defeated by me. In this way, I can challenge Su Bai. After saying this, Super 5 Brawly clenched his fists fiercely, and then his eyes widened. Boom! In an instant, a powerful aura rushed towards Super Jiren. Chi! Super Jiren was oppressed by the powerful aura, almost kneeling down with one foot. After adjusting his body shape, his expression changed again and again. This Super 5 Brawly is really strong, horrible. Whoosh, at this time, a figure flew directly over. What a strong force, what is this guy? It's Piccolo. Only, the body of Piccolo in this universe has no stripes and is more blue. If Su Bai sees this Piccolo, I'm afraid he will be a little surprised. The form of this Piccolo is very strong with the Piccolo in the new movie version. 18. Since the new theatrical version hasn't been released yet, Su Bai doesn't know what this form of Piccolo is called. It is only known from the trailer that this Piccolo has no stripes. With the arrival of Piccolo 1.2, other players are flocking to it. Just like when Godmother broke out before, this time Brawly's breakout attracted countless players. Who is this guy? A universe player walked over, and when he saw Brawly, his expression changed drastically. He recognized it. This is the Berserker, Brawly. It's Brawly? In the audience, more and more contestants came over and recognized Brawly. Look at this Brawly's feet. Some contestants were surprised to find that under Brawly's feet was a shattered arena. Hiss. All the players gasped together. Seriously? The arena created by Su Bai was crushed? Chapter 299. Another shot, shocking the audience. The eruption of Godmother before did not shatter the ring. Could it be that this Brawly is stronger than the previous Godmother? At this moment, the expressions of all the audience changed drastically. Beyond Godmother. Real or fake? Very likely. After all, the form he transforms into now is the form that Su Bai used before. Indeed, this white hair look, Su Bai has also used it before. I'm going. Does that mean that this Brawly may surpass Su Bai? Hiss. After this contestant expressed his emotion, the other contestants gasped. Yes, this Brawly has exploded to such a degree. Does it mean that he is almost the same as Su Bai? Even if it's weaker than Su Bai, I'm afraid it's not much weaker. According to John's evaluation, this Brawly should not be Su Bai's opponent, someone seriously analyzed. But, we Saiyans can grow stronger with battles. Especially Brawly, the legendary Super Saiyan. I'm afraid, after this battle, his strength will only become stronger. 31. In this way, it is very possible to surpass Su Bai. That's right, after this round, Brawly might really be able to surpass him. Hiss. Everyone looked at Super 5 Brawly with both excitement and fear. Can this guy really defeat Su Bai? While everyone was chattering, Su Bai was also in instant transmission, appearing here. Ahem, everyone, okay. Su Bai waved his hand. In an instant, everyone was attracted by Su Bai's figure. No way, this man is forced. Even Super 5 Brawly in the ring, including Super Jiren, looked at Su Bai. Especially Super 5 Brawly, looking at Su Bai, has a more desire to fight. It seems to be saying, just wait, when I finish solving Jiren, I will solve you. I had to teach you a lesson. I want you to know that Tien Mo is called a strong man. Everyone is very lively, haha. Su Bai appeared and just smiled. I won't bother you guys anymore, let's strengthen the ring, you can continue. Advertisement. After saying this, Su Bai waved to the shattered ring. In an instant, the arena that was crushed by Brawly was instantly repaired and closed. Okay, you can play against each other to your heart's content. Bai waved his army again. Don't worry about the ring shattering anymore, I'm leaving. After saying this, Su Bai directly gave an instant transmission and left. But, the arena at this moment, including some shouting passers-by, is all quiet without a single sound. You can even hear a needle drop. Why? Because the strength shown by Su Bai's hand is too scary. Yes, just repair the ring. Although Su Bai didn't break out, he didn't teach them a lesson, just repairing a ring. 1b. They reduced the size of the ring with their own eyes. After the restoration of the ring is completed, Brawly, who is Super 5, can no longer shake the ring. What does this mean? This shows that the energy that Su Bai swayed casually surpassed Super 5's Brawly. Super 5 Brawly, not even Su Bai's casual hit. Such a gap is like a faucet and a bark, the difference is too big. And that's it, they actually fantasized about jumping against Su Bai before? They thought that finally someone could defeat Su Bai. With this one move, everyone's illusions will be shattered directly. Really, Su Bai, it is impossible to win, go away, nothing to see. Some people started to disperse. Yeah, I thought there would be a fighter jumping against Su Bai, forget it. I'm going back too, I'm going to finish the ring quickly, I'm hugging my wife. Me too. Most of them gather here because they just want to see the birth of the strong. I want to meet someone who surpasses Su Bai. It turns out that there is no such possibility at all. In this way, many people are also interested in continuing to watch it. Advertisement everyone went away. Only a few, still here, they just want to appreciate Brawly. Doesn't care if he can challenge Su Bai or not, so, they can stay here. Of course, there are also some people looking at Super 5 Brawly, full of fighting spirit. They really want to challenge this Super 5 Brawly. As for Super 5 Brawly in the ring, he couldn't help shivering. You know, the restored arena is under his feet. When the arena was being repaired, he personally felt an indescribably powerful force spreading beneath his feet. Although, the main purpose of the force is to repair the platform. But, Super 5 Brawly has a feeling that if he moves around, he may be directly destroyed by that force. There is not even a scum left. It is also the first time that Brawly, who is a fighting maniac, feels the fear of 700. In front of that huge force, for the first time in his life, Brawly had the idea of surrendering to the opponent. Is this the gap? Super 5 Brawly couldn't help muttering. Su Bai. Wow, it's scary, inside the lounge. Su Bai returned again and looked at the screen of the ring. Haha, Mr. Su Bai, you scared a group of people away with your random shot. Bulma looked at Su Bai adoringly. Really, so strong? Is this the power of Mr. Su Bai? No one dared to look at him more, so amazing. It's nothing, it's just that some people really don't know. Su Bai shook his head helplessly. Obviously, I have shocked the godmother before, but I didn't expect. How long has it been? Another group of people came over and thought someone could challenge him? If someone can really challenge him, he doesn't care. Only, there are too many gaps, more or less boring. Okay, let's watch the game. Su Bai gestured. Super Jiren's whole card, haven't shown that yet. 1. I'm still curious. Super Jiren's whole card, Chapter 300 Ultra Instinct, out. Well, good, watch the game. Bulma responded, in the arena. Super 5 Brawly quickly adjusted his mood and looked at Super Jiren full of fighting spirit. I admit, I can't beat Su Bai, but, I can beat you, that's enough. In this regard, Jiren also calmed down. He slowly clenched his fists and slowly closed his eyes. The breath in the body began to rise continuously. Super Jiren, starting to pump up, boom. A layer of reddish energy began to rise from his body. Layer after layer of energy fluctuations, along with his power accumulation, began to rise continuously. Inside the lounge. Oh, is it coming? Su Bai nodded. Is this Jiren's whole card? Bulma mused. Almost, Su Bai hummed. In the anime, Jiren doesn't do anything special after she charges up and explodes. But in the Dragon Ball animation, Jiren, who has fully charged up, shakes the entire Wujiji. In the arena, Super 5 Brawly felt the constant contempt of Super Jiren, but also restrained a lot. So strong, it seems that I really underestimated him before. Super 5 Brawly whispered. He admits that his previous self really thought that he could beat Jiren at will when Super May first comes out. Now it seems that I think too much, but that's good, I can fight well once. Boom. That's the time, Super Jiren suddenly opened his eyes, and a powerful airflow attacked Super 5 Brawly. Jiren, charging is complete, advertisement. Even Brawly, who is Super 5, used his hands to block in front of his body, so he was able to withstand this punch. It's been a long time. Super Jiren looked at Super 5 Brawly. Now Jiren is covered in red light, although it doesn't have the same atmosphere as Super 5 Brawly, but the inner aura is strong, but it is not weaker than Super 5 Brawly. Yes, when Super 5 Brawly exploded, a lot of history exploded. It's also because he doesn't lack energy, so he can be so unscrupulous. Super Jiren, on the other hand, saves energy in the body and tries not to show it too much. However, the strength of the specific energy is still unclear. Bring it on, Super 5 Brawly stepped straight to Super Jiren. Bang 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 bang, in an instant, the two were fighting together. The aftermath of an energy that was leaked randomly made everyone who watched the battle take several steps back. The strength of this energy, a random blow, is stronger than my full strength. Ordinary Jiren's face turned pale. These two fighting are really monsters, the others also agreed. I don't know if you have noticed, but this battle is comparable to Brawly's previous outbreak at any level. Someone bared his teeth. However, with such a powerful energy impact, this time the arena has never been damaged at all. Hiss. Everyone took a deep breath. Yes, this arena is actually not damaged. The arena that Su Bai carelessly maintains is really unyielding. So strong. The expressions of the people changed again and again. Su Bai, what a monster. In the ring, Super 5 Brawly and Super Jiren fight crazy. One punch, one kick, all contain enough power to destroy planets. Boom. A fierce collision caused a huge impact. Bang 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 bang. Advertisement, the two collided hundreds of times again. But they are all the results of evenly matched forces. It seems that there is no winner. Alright. Jiren's expression changed, and a white light flashed in his eyes. It seems that it is impossible not to end. Super 5 Brawly was stunned. Can you improve? What are you kidding? Big talk. Who wouldn't? Boom. At this moment, white flames rose from Super Jiren's body. What is this? The expression of the ordinary Jiren watching the battle in the audience changed. This transformation is clearly Ultra Instinct. Oh my god, another fit me. Can I do this kind of move? Terrible. Inside the lounge. Oh, this Jiren fit can be Ultra Instinct? Su Ri was taken aback. Immediately also relieved. After all, it is the fusion of two Jiren. How could it be possible not to learn Ultra Instinct? In this way, the outcome is obvious. The already strong Jiren, plus the use of Ultra Instinct. Super 5 Brawly, if Wang Jiao Jiao can't use the Dragon God transformation, then you will definitely lose. GT Universe, there is no angel, there is no so-called divine skill. Only the power of the Dragon God can counter some of Angel's divine skills. But, Berserker Brawly, obviously, he doesn't even know this skill. Super Jiren will be Ultra Instinct, good opponent. Su Ri made a circle at the finish line. On the ring, Jiren was dressed in white arrogance. What kind of transformation is this? Super 5 Brawly's expression changed slightly. He could feel that this white arrogance was extraordinary. The heart is like still water, this is Angel's realm, and it is also Angel's godly servant. In our universe, call it Ultra Instinct, Chapter 301 Vegito and Gogeta. Ultra Instinct? Super 5 Brawly gasped, this transformation. Can't understand, let alone heard of it, goodbye. After Super Jiren turns on Ultra Instinct, there is no ink. He directly raised his hand and punched, he volleyed towards Super 5 Brawly. Super 5 Brawly's eyes are cracked, and he still wants to resist. But, he just raised his hand, boom, the huge impact came directly in front of him and rushed him down in one go. In this way, Ultra Instinct Super Jiren easily knocked Super 5 Brawly into the air. Super Jiren wins. Inside the lounge. What a Super Jiren. Su Bai once again gave him a high evaluation. Looks like he has the potential to break into the top 10. Bulma. Huh? Is such a powerful guy only in the top 10? Shocked. Don't underestimate the contestants this time. Su Bai shook his head. This competition spans the entire universe, Maeda 587. I'm afraid it's all overrated, very likely, Super Jiren won't even make the top 10. Hiss. Bulma gasped. Super Jiren may not be in the top 10? Is this martial arts association so scary? Of course, even if we don't mention Godmother. Su Bai pointed to the two people on the screen. Like those two guys, both have the potential to beat Super Jiren. These two? Bulma looked over, then, scratched his head. I don't know each other, but I see that one of them is also carrying Patara, is he also a fit person? Yes. Su Bai nodded. Advertisement for Bulma not knowing those two people, Su Bai can only shrug. No way, Bulma's universe, without these two people, is normal. On the other side of the ring, Super Jiren just beat Super 5 Brawly. He had just disengaged Ultra Instinct and looked at his hands. It's amazing, is this also Su Bai's power? Jiren sensed clearly that all the energy consumed in the battle has been recovered. Amazing, that's the time, hey, you should have recovered all your strength, fight me, I want to fight you. It was 4 people who said this sentence, to be precise, it was 2 people, but the speech of these 2 people had heavy voices and echoes. So, it sounds like 4 people talking together. Actually, there were only 2 people. After the 2 people said this sentence in unison, they were all taken aback. Unexpectedly, someone jumped out together. The 2 looked at each other, stunned. Gogeta? Vegito? These 2 people, one is Gogeta and the other is Vegito. Inside the lounge, Su Bai looked at the 2 calmly. This is what he said before, it is possible to defeat the existence of Super Jiren. Through the feeling of divine power, he detected the old background of the 2 people separately. Vegito, during the Dragon Balls period, used earrings that could not be separated and combined them. It's an old setting, and this Vegito, fighting until the Tournament of Power, what Ultra Blue, Ultra Instinct, naturally, everyone, DBEB, knows it easily. And this Gogeta was directly fused when Son Goku and Vegeta played Super Omega Shenron. Then the 2 didn't hold back either, and directly killed Super Omega Shenron. Afterwards, the Dragon Ball just appeared, and because Gogeta had his own thoughts, he directly wished that he would never disintegrate. After that, Gogeta also experienced a lot of battles. Jaiko, Reg, IZ, etc. the bosses in the later stage of Dragon Bout, he solved them all. Advertisement and after becoming the overlord of the GT and AF worlds, he didn't become a stupid berserker like Brawly. Instead, I came into contact with Shenron's world, which is the power of the dragon god. A Vegito who knows the skills of the gods, and a Gogeta who knows the power of the dragon god, these two existences. It's nothing to deal with a Super 5 Brawly, and Super Jiren who knows Ultra Instinct. I am afraid that he can win by a narrow margin. These two guys are very terrifying existences. It's really a good show. Su Bai suddenly smiled. Vegito from Dragon Bout and Gogeta from Dragon Bout. Can you fight, over there in the arena? Seeing each other surprised, Vegito and Gogeta immediately looked at each other with fighting spirit. Hey, hit me. Both of them are gearing up to look at their opponents. What else is stronger than another self, Super Jiren? I have become a supporting role in love. However, Jiren himself was not a particularly high-profile person, so he just glanced at the two of them. Then, he silently pushed it outside the ring, and Gogeta and Vegito naturally took advantage of the situation and walked to the middle of the ring. Bring it on. Vegito and Gogeta didn't hesitate and transformed into Super Saiyan. Two people become Super 2 at the same time. Seeing Super Jiren under the ring, I couldn't help being amazed. This Vegito is actually stronger than the one from our universe? Yes, this Super Jiren from the Vegito universe. Therefore, he fought against Vegito. Using energy sensing, he can perceive that Vegito from their universe is not as good as this Vegito when they are both Super 2s. The fit person is amazing. Regular Jiren, aren't you fit too? At this time, Gogeta and Vegito of Super 2 collided. Chapter 302 Dragon Fist. Crackling. The moment the two collided, a powerful arc shot out. The powerful force caused everyone to not only take a few steps back. And the two people who fought each other looked at their opponents with satisfaction. You are really strong, Vegito exclaimed. The same goes for you. You are indeed a combination of Son Goku and Vegeta. Gogeta couldn't help nodding. Indeed, both of us are very strong, Vegito nodded. Watching Super Jiren. Are you bragging about yourself? Su Bai in the lounge looked at the ring and fell into deep thought. Vegito and Gogeta, the original setup, is the proverbial multiplication and addition. Only later, with the arrival of the Super period, the two of them changed the settings again. It's all set up as a super powerful fighter who can't lose. No one knows the specific combat strength, and no one knows the specific strength. The strength of these two people has reached the peak of the guest universe. Perhaps from their duel we can see the outcome. Interesting battle, worthy of my attention. Thinking of this, Su Bai became more focused on watching the game. Bulma was on the sidelines, watching quietly, without saying a word. In the arena. 6, after another hard crash. Stop hiding, come on, come, the two roared, and then exploded at the same time. Boom. Huge power, breaking through the sky, Super 3. Dragon Fist. Two people become Super 3 at the same time and use Dragon Fist at the same time. 03L. 2 Dragon Chance. In an instant, 2 gigantic golden dragons appeared, and then collided fiercely. Boom. After the golden dragon collided, the terrifying energy emitted directly spread to everyone around. Ordinary Jiren stepped back slightly, blocking his body with one hand. Super Jiren frowned slightly. This power is not bad. In the arena, Super Saiyan Gogeta and Super Saiyan Vegito looked at each other with great interest. Then, boom, the two kicked their feet sideways at the same time and slammed into each other hard. Swish. In the next second, the two jumped back and opened up the distance for each other. Good fight. Advertisement. The two speak in unison. Then, let's go one step further. The two broke out again and broke through at the same time. Ah, boom. At this moment, 3 or 4 lightning strikes directly. The roar is endless. Crackling, Gogeta, the first to become Super 4. Powerful power continuously spread around him. Your Super 4. Gogeta looked at Vegito indifferently. HMPH. Vegito snorted softly. Suddenly, a ray of light in the sky shines on the ring. And the thunderclouds attracted by Super 4 Gogeta were all dispersed by Vegito. At the same time, the red energy is awakened in Vegito. Super Red, Vegito, red hair? Gogeta pondered for a moment. Don't you know, this is the transformation of Super Saiyan God, Vegito said calmly. For Gogeta's Super 4, he has been fighting in this arena for a long time, and he knows it. They are Dragon Ball universe, and there are 2 general orientations. One is the Super 4 universe led by Dragon God. One is the Super God universe led by Xeno. I know, it's just that I see other people's Super Saiyans are all blue. Gogeta scratched his head. Why, yours is red. Oh, this, Vegito grinned. Because, this is the transformation under the Super Red. I haven't used my full strength yet. Gogeta. Feelings, you hit me, using a weaker transformation. You still don't need Ultra Blue, damn it. How dare you look down on me? Gogeta took a deep breath. I want you to know what fear is. The power of Super 4 exploded unscrupulously. Come on. Vegito turned into Super Red and rushed straight to Super 4. Bang 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 bang. In an instant, the two hit each other. In the blink of an eye, the two fought against each other countless times. Boom. Gogeta seized the opportunity and kicked Super Red Vegito flying. Inside the lounge. From this point of view, Red is still not as good as Super 4. Su Bai smiled. He could feel that the gap between Vegito and Gogeta was actually not that big. Only, Super 4 is better than Super Red, asking for flowers. Advertisement. In this way, Super Red is probably the golden ape of the universe. As for Super Blue, it is against Super 4. Then, Super Blue restrained should correspond to Super 4. Well, the gap between the two sides is not that big, so far, it's hard to tell the winner. Very well, it's up to Super 5 and the transformation of God's skill. In the arena, Super Red Vegito got hit a few times by Super 4's Gogeta. Swish, Super Red Vegito retreated hastily and distanced himself from the opponent. Tisk, difficult guy. Vegito took a deep breath. How about it? Can you use Super Blue? Gogeta stood still and did not pursue the victory. Then as you wish, Vegito was furious, zero boom. Huge energy burst out. Ultra Blue Vegito, here we come. What a strong breath. Super 4 Gogeta's expression changed slightly. The Super Blue of this song guy is much stronger than other people's Super Blue. It is not a dimension at all, and the powerful energy of Chalan also made Super Jiren's expression change slightly. Is this Vegito Ultra Blue? Super Jiren felt that even if he tried his best, he might not be able to defeat this Vegito. Too strong. The real Super Blue will not leak energy, Vegito just said indifferently. Then, the raging energy of the Super Blue was slowly locked into Vegito's body. This is Super Blue full power, in other words, Chalan is restrained. Seal the energy dissipated by Chalan in the body, so that 100% of Chalan's full power can be exerted. Oh, Gogeta's eyes lit up, although the opponent's aura is quite restrained, but the opponent's breath not only did not decrease, but became stronger. Let me try. Instant transmission, Gogeta in instant transmission, appearing directly behind Vegito. VD, kicked directly to Vegito's head, boom. But Vegito didn't turn his head, raised one hand, and kicked the kick. Chalan's introverted energy is nothing small. Whoosh, after saying this, Ultra Blue Vegito is also a telltale mobile. Dragon Fist, a punch directly in front of Gogeta hit the forehead. Boom. The golden energy of Dragon Fist, carrying some blue energy, instantly devoured Super 4 Gogeta, Maru. Chapter 303 Super Invincible Shenron, after Dragon Fist. Hey, Gogeta's laughter came from behind Vegito. I know instant transmission. Chi, Super Blue Vegito broke out again. Bang 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 bang, the two hit each other straight away. Boom boom boom, on the arena, roars are everywhere. This terrifying battle dropped the jaws of countless people in shock. With such a strong force, let's forget it. Yeah, with our strength, how can we compare with them? The powerhouses of countless universes have gradually realized the gap between them and these people. Boom, and as the two of them intensified, Vegito and Gogeta went all out. 1. Feel free. 1. Super 5, bang 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 bang. The battle between two people is becoming more and more terrifying, 677. When the two are evenly matched, extreme ego, Vegito exploded. Double divine skill, this made Gogeta look silly. The opponent actually has two transformations, and he, only one. You're lying, Gogeta's eyes widened, but, that's too late. Boom, Vegito's double power erupted and slammed on Gogeta's body. This trick, boom, Gogeta's golden power explodes. Super 5, plus the power of the Dragon God. Damn it, I was forced to use the power of the Dragon God, Gogeta also exploded. Vegito, who directly follows the skill of the twin gods, started fighting. Bang 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 bang. The two of them fought in the dark, and there was no winner. The energy to know both of them fighting is drained. The two were lying on the ring, panting heavily. It's been a long time since I've encountered such a close match. Me too, both of them love each other, and at this time, other arenas are also fighting more intensely. What gods of destruction, soon, the top 4 in this battle were selected like this. Advertisement, but Vegito and Gogeta missed the top 4. The top 4 are all real, and they have all reached the angel level. In the chaotic battle between the 4, Godmother was the winner. Godmother, after all, it is pseudo Grand Priest level energy. I won, ha ha ha. The goddess cheered loudly, she is indeed the strongest. Ha ha ha, that's right, Mother God. Su Bai arrived at this time. Behind him, followed by Bulma. Then, Su Bai flipped with one hand. Boom. Pressed the goddess directly to the ground, it was pressed with air. Now, I give you two choices, one is to die, 1, be my servant. Yeah. Is this really a choice? Godmother finally succumbed to death. And she felt that following such a powerful existence as Su Bai should be quite honorable. Good. Su Bai accepted the Godmother, and then looked at the masters of countless universes. Everyone, you have all seen that the strongest Godmother has bowed to my subordinates. So, I hope that when you go back, you will shut down your universe and don't let you little fellows of the universe come and bother me. Boom. Speaking of which, 100 to 5 days are upped. It directly suppressed everyone. That's why he didn't kill everyone. Because he wants these people to go back and tell his compatriots in the universe. Never, don't violate your own universe. In this way, your own universe can sit back and relax. Okay, get out. Su Bai waved his hand. Boom, all return their own universes. Only Godmother and Bulma remain. Let's go, take you to my universe. Su Bai took the two of them, flying out directly. Soon, they meet the Grand Priest of their universe. Grand Priest, I solved it. Su Bai looked at Grand Priest. Although I didn't say much, everyone knows that Su Bai is talking about the universe invasion time. He solved it, it's amazing. Grand Priest couldn't help but sigh with emotion. Of course I said powerfully, it's not that you can handle these invading universes. Instead, you can even accept the Godmother as your subordinate. Godmother. Damn it, if it wasn't for Lord Su Bai, I would definitely have invaded your universe. Okay, stop talking nonsense, I have to go back to Shaosha. Su Bai waved his hand. Advertisement whoosh, just like that, he disappeared with Bulma and Godmother. Soon, the sand planet of the 6th universe, Su Bai is coming. Mother God, your task is to help me take care of the nursing home. Got it? Protect our 6th universe, don't let anything happen. Okay, I see. The goddess didn't dare to say anything more. Very good. Su Bai took Bulma and returned directly to the palace of the planet Sarah. His happy days have begun, soon, in a few days, Temple of Zeno. Su Bai took the main seat. It's been a long time since I announced the news. Su Bai coughed a few times. So, everyone, I'm here to announce that I created the invincible Dragon Ball. Grand Priest. Angels. Gods of destruction. You invincible Dragon Ball, it's okay. Is this invincible Dragon Ball fidelity? There hasn't been a Super Dragon Ball since Salama died, so I made a new one. This Dragon Ball will span the 12 universes. It's the real super invincible Dragon Ball. Any wish can come true. Well, now I'll show you a show. Come out, invincible Shenron. Su Bai's voice just finished speaking. Boom, the invincible Shenron comes. I want to make a wish, Su Bai said. Yes, Master Su Bai, you said it. Invincible Shenron knew that Su Bai was his creator. Make a wish, the sister who is with me in 0.4 will always be young and energetic, and keep youth forever. Invincible Shenron. Grand Priest, Angels. Your wish is really simple and unadorned. Shenron's eyes lit up. Well, your wish has come true. After saying this, the invincible Shenron left immediately. Look, it's so easy to use, Su Bai smiled, and then disappeared straight away. He's going back to Sharada to play, after all. Bulma and others are still waiting for him. What shall we do? Zeno scratched his head. Continue to keep the universe running as before. Grand Priest felt helpless. Master Su Bai, I really know how to enjoy it. Ha ha ha. End of the book.